Family to the pre-match podcast of Paris Saint-Germain versus OGC Nice. Hopefully everyone's doing well. This will obviously be eighth to last game of the season. Soon done with the season. Soon done. Pray for Arsenal. Pray, pray. The PSG squad is at full strength at collective training the day before the match against Nice. Yeah, what's up, Seco? What's up, Darius? Soirée bien. Trying to find the predicted lineup here. Nothing seems to have dropped from Le Parisien and L'Equipe. Nothing out so far. Walaikum salam, Diaz. Hey, what's up, Funkin? We back, yes, sir, Prince. Walaikum salam, Intinu. Ninja. Uh, yeah, basically nothing. Nothing has come out. Obviously, this report about Arsenal has come out. So for UEFA, every single stadium, 5% should be away fans, which is 3,000 out of 60K at the Emirates. But Arsenal want to restrict us to only 2,500 seats instead for some reason. Nasser and Paris Saint-Germain still trying to contact UEFA and figure out a solution. I think you can't even buy tickets for the away end at the Emirates at the moment before they resolve this issue. I mean, I don't know if it's the best idea, but let's go, man. Le Parisien have it on their side. You have to pay to see it. All right. Thank you so much, Striker. Merino from Arsenal? I don't think so. No. Uh, I've seen like one of those reports, not the strongest. It's more like Tonali wants to leave Newcastle. We were interested in him back in the day. Maybe we're looking for a midfielder. So they just put PSG are interested in him. Tonali, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Would you like to know your top three PSG transfers that almost happened but collapsed? I mean, Ronaldo was a very close one. It was in 2020, then COVID came, and that collapsed. I guess our heavy interest in N'Golo Kante when he was at Chelsea, we wanted to team him up with Marco Verratti, and then mm, can't think of many that collapsed. Ronaldo, Kante, maybe Kane. Kane recently. Those are the only ones I can think of that like collapsed. Maybe Ibra back to PSG when he was at LA Galaxy, but Leonardo didn't want him. Mind losing to Nice. Yeah, I read that. Well, I think what he means by that is just priority. It's a bigger priority reaching the Champions League final than going unbeaten in the league. Tiny Cam. I mean, we can still strengthen the midfield competition, in my opinion. But yeah, Mayulu will definitely get more minutes next season. Only 5% for away fans, yeah. If the UCL final was tomorrow against Barca, would you start Due Barcola? Balde healthy? I would start I would start both. But Barcola, especially because of his runs in behind. I mean, we remember from the PSG Barca tie last season. Yo, what's up, Joseph? Pogba, great one. True. We have sometimes had interest in Paqueta and been a bit close to him. Fabinho, Tunis, De Jong, that's a good one. De Jong and Delict. But honestly, fuck them, man. They didn't want to come. All right, let me see this predicted lineup right here. That never seen it on. Okay, thanks so much, Striker, for this. So this is the predicted lineup for Paris Saint-Germain. Safarov in goal. Lucas, Pacho, Beraldo, Hakimi, Ruiz, Warren, Lee, Barcola, Ramos. Do it. Heavy rotation. No. So Donna rested from the start. Nuno rested from the start. Marquinhos rested from the start. Vitinha rested from the start. Joao Neves rested from the start. Dembele rested from the start. And Kvaratskhelia rested from the start. 7 starters rested. No. Bro, Arsenal fans are going to Glazer 2-0 win against PSG. The Glazers are going to stop when they see do it. Kvara and the moose cooking. Back in the day, R9 could have signed Roberto Carlos as well. I didn't know about Roberto Carlos early. And one thing I know is R9 had a quote. He said, like, if I could change one thing in my career, it would have been joining Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know exactly when that could potentially happen. Griezmann is an interesting one, yeah. True drum. Yeah, no, we should play with a better starting lineup. As said, for me, Lille is the best example, especially now because we play on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday. So we can play the best lineup and then start subbing them out. I always give Lille as the example because 4-1, yeah, right here. So this was right before we played the Liverpool game. You have Donna, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Beraldo, Nuno, Neves, Fabian, Due, Dembele, Gonçalo, Barcola. And obviously the starting lineup versus Liverpool was Kvara in attack instead of Gonçalo, Vitinha instead of Due, and then Pacho instead of Beraldo. So only 3, starters for the upcoming game were rested in this game. I think this is what Lucha should do again. Okay, didn't know about that. Facts. Think Ligue 1 is a farmers league? No, I don't think any league is a farmers league. Or if any league is a farmers league, then pretty much everyone is a farmers league. It's just a way for people to take down the value of what PSG do of Ligue 1 in general. It's just the ignorant, very arrogant perspective of seeing football. But yeah, I hope that the lineup is stronger than this. Gotta wait for L'Equipe to drop theirs, but who knows? Maybe they got it on their site as well. Probably gotta pay for it or something. No, they only got Le Parisiens. Group Parisian. All right. What they hit the game but don't hit Real? I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with Paris Saint-Germain. I don't think any Italian club is nowhere close hated to PSG. So a lot of it is indirect PSG hate. Facts. ESPN's under 21. Right, let's check. ESPN's under 21 list recently dropped. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I know about all of these guys. Minter 39. Okay. Nico Paz 38. A bit higher. He's having a good season. Enrique all the way in 37. Archie Gray. No clue who he is. Malo Gusto 35. Wenda 34. Nwaneri 33. Gittins 32, Tono Silva 31, Lewis Skelly 30, Rico Lewis. And you see, they're not doing a lot of form and this season. This is just overall quality. In Haitian 28, Garnacho 27, Diamonde 26, Due 25, Hato 24. It's like, what stage are they at their career? Len Yoro 23, Baleba 22, Kirkes 21, Yildiz 20. Really, like, Yildiz has barely had like 2 seasons. How is he higher than the Yoro potentially? Estevan 19. Again, like Estevan, it's mostly talent. Like he hasn't played football for that long. Arda Güler 18. Balde 17. Like, how is Estevan higher than Enrique? Like, this list sometimes is about talent, sometimes I don't understand that. I mean, it's gonna be interesting when we come down to like top 10. Mino 15, Pablo Barrios 14, John Duran 13, Casado 12, Sesco 11. How is Casado higher than Due? What the fuck? This doesn't make any fucking sense. In the beginning, I thought it's like Due. This is it. Like he played last season and then this season. Maybe it's about playing time. But how the fuck is Casado 12th? How's Fermin Lopez 15th? Savinho 10. Pavlovic. They got a picture of Stanisic. Gavi 8th. Xavi Simon 7. Warren in 6th place. Joao Neves 5. Pau Kobarsi 4. Bellingham 3. Verts 2. Yamal 1. I mean, look, in the beginning when I saw this list, I was like, okay, they're gonna do based on what they've done in their career or something. Like they put, players that haven't played that much. Yeah, how is Endrick 37 and Estevan like 19? That doesn't make any sense. Nico Paz has been good this season as well. That's the thing. A lot of these lists is the inconsistency. Is it talent? Is if it's talent, the Ziridua should be much higher. Is it what he's done in his career? Like how is Dean Huysen not ahead of Garnacho? Like he's better at the moment and a better talent. Do it 25. 25. And like this fucking Warren shit. I mean, look, with me being a PSG fan, this is perfect because Warren's died at Emirates Place right here. Doesn't make any fucking sense. How is he sixth? It's insane. His PR is insane. What the I don't understand anything. I mean, it's heavy. Heavy Barca. Heavy Barca. If you look at only Barca players, you got Yamala 1. Gavi 8. Casado 12. Like this is by far the worst one they've done. This is by far the worst one. It just exposes their entire list if he's that high. And then where's Fermin? Fermin Lopez 16. Fermin Lopez 16. How is Fermin ahead of Balde? Like even if you're a Barca fan, how is Fermin ahead of Balde? Balde's better talent and has done more. And honestly, Güler is a way better talent than Fermin. How is Fermin and Casado that high? What the fuck? Absolutely disgusting list, man. He's good, Joseph. He's good. Yeah, it's a terrible list. Like I don't really like. Is it talent? It's like just a corrupt mixture. This is ESPN for you, man. Let me see what they say about the players as well. Only care about PSG. Let's go. What did they say about Warren? In only his second season as a first team regular, the 19-year-old might not have risen to the mature levels, but many promoters predicted is fine. He's still a teenager. Well, Zara Emre has taken new steps when it comes to a little bit of responsibility. To his credit, he has also become an integral member of Didier Deschamps' France team. What? He didn't get a single minutes at the Euros. And then I remember the Croatia game, he got garbage minutes. Like he played the last 6 minutes as a substitute, something. Why are they lying? Integral part of the strength. Darham's dynamic is a great touch and moves the ball with good vision and skill. With it playing as defensive midfielder and box to box role, both in the midfield, floating. I mean, he's never played this defense as a six. He understands what actually he did play versus Santintia and he was garbage. He understood why he was being asked immediately, and PSG Bostowski has countered him to play in shifts as right back and wide right midfielder too. His off the ball movement is also worth mentioning as he often finds smart positions to give and receive possession, while he's starting to have more of an impact on games at both ends of the pitch. How can he improve? Zara Emre could be more decisive when he approaches the box as whether to filter a pass through to a teammate to pull the trigger himself. So, like decision makings in the final third, yeah, I win. His understanding of defensive situations is another area for improvement that will come with experience. One key stat: Warren, who turned 19 on March 8th, set the record for most Champions League appearances for a player's 19th birthday, 23. João Neves. After Neves signed for PSG 60 million from Benfica, there was no notion. Well, yeah, I rate Undergler, of course. I wanted him at PSG. Surely Dewey and Warren have to switch, even though 6 for Dewey is probably still too low. Yeah, if we're talking only talent, how's PSG move swiftly secured sign of Roy midfield. The last time was 50 million. Blessed with the subtle first touch to relax to attack, take on opponents, even tight spaces, and does so with natural ease. As executing technical bits, turns quickly without losing the boy's creativity and understood. Underscored by us at 2.7 chance provided per 90. His band slickness make him hard to contain. How can he improve? Though Due has improved a lot already, his decision making final third, picking up the rest of his teammates, pushing the ball a split second quicker, can still be polished. Agree? When playing as a number 8, a higher defensive input is required to benefit from adding some muscle. Adding some muscle, like if you compare this to do it to all other 19-year-old players, he has more muscle than all of them. Like especially when he goes defensively, he wins so many of his duels. I want to see what they've said about Casado. 'Cause for me, that's the worst one on this list. Barcelona producing another outstanding young midfielder from their academy won't surprise anyone, but Casado is not of the typical Andres Iniesta Xavi style, given that it's a great defensive midfield. His makeup is more like midfielder. Casado is wonderful defensive discipline, excellent position, great work rate, and petite for tackles. Casado's division. No previous process into awareness. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he was not on the list. Arda? It was Arda, 19, I think. 18. Seen as the defining type promising Turkish generation, Gula has a match for up. Is encouraging into last season and Madrid in upcoming 2025 26. As much as 6 starts in La Liga this season, we need more minutes to continue his development. He's an inverted winger in the regulars, prime quads, says Venom ball striking. Yep. 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 Yeah. 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 Müller could add to his defensive output and make more exhausting defensive runs to knock opponents off the ball, though he can't be blamed for a lack of effort in attack. He has to learn from world class, but I don't become more of a game changer. What is he gonna learn from fucking Mbappe, man? He stinks. Well, I mean, yeah, this list was not good. Let me see if they say how they're calculating this list. All right, yeah, this list is garbage, man. I'm a Diallo back for United. Chicken. We used to watch youngsters like Mbappe and the Boost. Now we don't get fucking. Oh, Inter manager Simon Inzaghi is very worried with his team's mental fatigue. Oh, it's from a Spanish report. If it was from an Italian report, I'd be like, maybe. But it's from Mundo Deportivo. Like, how would they know? Look at this list and take notes. Facts. Turkey upon kind of more in summer, nothing more. Okay. No. Paris no limit. Oh, is it ex Paris no limit? Well, is it their own lineup or what? No, it's Le Parisien. Yeah, that's the one we've already looked at. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe the reports. Facts. Exactly. That's why I went. Yo, what's up, Luffy? I'm doing well. How are you? What link, Ninja? Overrated team. The only way to play countries now. I don't think Inter overrated team. They're a good team. They're a good team. I think Barca will beat them, but no, Inter are a good team. Inter are a good team. No, Inman, but very happy for you. Very happy for you. What, Pablo Barrios? Yeah, I would like a Dumbu's goal too. Yeah, I think we'll meet them in the final. I think we'll beat them 3-2. It's about like his progressive passes. Because like his defensive stuff, like we've always known, like he's not the best, defensive six. But if it's about the progressive passes, like the thing with Vitina is, I know he's a safe player, Arlian. All right, and in many situations, especially where he is, that's a good thing that he plays safe. In some instances where we have a counter attack, you want him to take a risk, be more adventurous, and he isn't that. I've just accepted that who Vitina is. I don't know why they keep hating on him for that. I know he can play. I know he can probably improve on it, but no, no. I Vitina is one of the last players I want to say anything bad about. I mean, he would have looked good at PSG. What is the difference Arsenal would be facing compared to PSG? What do you mean by that question, Abdulrazak? I don't really understand that. Yes, Dub Michael. Yeah, no, Ranieri's when I've watched him, he looks very good. If I wanted midfielders, he would have been one of the first one I look at immediately. Yo, let's go, man. According to Le Parisien, yes. According to me, no. But according to Le Parisien, we're gonna rest 7 of our starters in this game. Lost 5 games. All right, let me see what his last 5 games are. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Dunkirk, huge performance. 2 goals, 1 assist. Got us the comeback, got us the dub and the victory going into the final. Angers, I mean, he came on as a substitute towards the end. We didn't really care about that game. Aston Villa, both games had a good game. I'll give him like a 7.5 and 8 for both games. Got 2 good assists, especially in the first leg. And then the recent one versus Nantes, uh, yeah, no, one of his worst performances this season, in my opinion, from Osman Dembele. Just completely lackluster, didn't care, bad decision making, everything was bad, just in general for Osman Dembele. But he still obviously got the pre-assist and contributed for the only goal we got in that game. So overall, good in the last 5 games. I think a lot of people, both about Dembele, about Kvara as well, about some other players, people are really overreactionary about them. I felt 100% with that Barca PR. Yeah, I mean, I was watching the game and I was like, yeah, Merino's being rested for this game. I haven't read anything about him being injured. Okay. No, 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 no. Gonzalo's better, man. Gonzalo's better. Dub, dub, dub. No, no, more like irrelevant. No, 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 Seth, you're just irrelevant. It's like me in La Liga. I would out of the 3 clubs, I wanted Atletico win the league. Why? Because I don't care about Atletico. Okay. Merino has been a standout performer for Arsenal in recent week, contributing 3 goals, 3 assists. His absence was particularly felt as he has been putting the wrong. They don't even say if he's injured or anything. Okay, yeah. So Arteta has confirmed that both Ben White and Mikel Merino are injury doubts ahead of Tuesday's Champions League semi-final first leg. Okay. Wow, didn't know that. Interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do then, man. Especially with Jorginho as well being a doubt. Would Odegaard do well in this midfield with Neves and Vitinha? Look, Odegaard, I think technically good player and all of that, but when I watch him in games, especially in the bigger ones, he just doesn't have the mentality, man. He plays so bad in big games. Let's finally show this real stuff. He played with confidence and he played midfield, not winger. I don't even care about his goal, just how he was playing overall. Oh yeah, would you say Pedri-esque? Would you say Pedri-esque? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Baran. Yeah, I've seen that. Look, this is something I've also mentioned. We in our academy, it's every single new season we give out the Titi d'Or. Titi d'Or is like the Ballon d'Or for the best player coming from the academy. It was Warren Zaire Emery, then it was Sinima Yulu, then it was Ibrahima Mbaye. All of these 3 players have been reintegrated into the squad. Warren obviously part of the squad for a long time now, Mayulu as well, and Mbaye will soon, start getting minutes in at Paris Saint-Germain. But they only pick one. They only pick the best one, and all the other rest will leave the club. So yeah, Axel Tape, we just can't guarantee him anything at the club, and yeah, we just can't guarantee him anything at the club. I do I believe Warren will start cooking? Look, I think it's really easy for Warren to come back into his form. He just has to lock in and focus and bring up his confidence. But yeah, I've seen a very talented player in Warren Zara Emirates. So that player will definitely come back. When? I don't know, but I hope it's soon, man. I hope it's soon. But I don't like his mentality. Very weak mentality. Yo, welcome, DJ.
Yeah.
100%, Arlen.
How
100%.
you
I mean,
doing, bro?
that's the game where it's going to be more space, more open. Yo, what's up, DJ?
Yeah, what's
You
up, man?
well?
How you doing? I'm good, bro. Yeah.
I'm good, good, good. Mm.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, have you heard Merino?
Become Marino. No, what happened?
Arteta said he's a doubt.
Ooh, okay. What's wrong
That's,
with him? Illness.
let me see. Let me see.
That's big news then. Because I think Sterling suspended as well.
Oh, oh, thanks, man. He was gonna cook Nuno, man. The Spaniard told Sky Sport they couldn't be involved. If not, they would have been involved. Unfortunately, after the game versus Ipswich, we had some issues and they're not fit. Both Merino and Ben White. Obviously, Ben White a bit irrelevant, but Merino doubt. Saka just come back from injury. Party obviously suspended. You said Sterling suspended too. Hmm. Where?
Yeah, that would be a big miss if Marino's out.
Hmm. Okay, Likip came out with their lineup. Dona, Pacho, Beraldo, Hakimi, Lucas, Warren, Due, Mayulu, Barcola, Dembele, Kvara.
Mm,
Very weak midfield. Due is the six. I mean, it's stronger than the other lineup. It's stronger than the Le Parisien lineup. So they got Marquinhos, Nuno, Vitinho, Fabian, Neves rested. But I like the Due, Kvara, Dembele, Barcola. I would probably do that too. That's what we did versus Lille as well. Yeah, it was a good Mbappe season. What do you think, DJ, about this lineup?
yeah. I think obviously the attack and the defense is fine, but I think the midfield is a bit weak. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you start Vitinha instead of Warren. Um, or maybe you play Warren right back and you have him invert if you're going to play with a back three. Assuming obviously the other three defenders are going to form a three of themselves. Yeah, but I don't really like that midfield. I'll be honest, especially against Nice because I feel like they're not some joke team. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do you think we should go with the strongest lineup? Do you think we should
No, no.
rotate?
I think this lineup is fine. Um, Cavara was on the bench at none, right?
N- no, he was just ass.
He started. Oh, okay. I know. I think Barcola came off the bench then, because it was what Cavara off the left, Dembele right, and then Lee false nine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you're rotating in Barcola for Lee. Yeah. I mean, shit. Maybe you play Lee as the six again, like you did against was it Le
Le
Havre, I
Havre?
think, or was it Angers? Le Havre.
No, Le Havre.
The 1-0, yeah, the 1-0 win. Yeah, maybe you do that because he played quite well as a six in that game. Yeah.
Is I can find it. I have Le Parisiens one as well. This is Le Parisiens. So the difference is they have Ruiz and Lee in the midfield,
Okay.
doing attack, and Gonzalo and Safonov to
Mm,
start.
I think
They're
I like
resting
this.
Donna, they're resting
Yeah,
Dembele, Kvara.
I think I like this team a bit more.
What, purely because of the midfield?
I like the front three as well. Um, Obviously the defense is the same with Safonov coming in. Yeah, I think maybe if you look at this team, you play Donna instead of Safonov, move Warren to right back, start one of Neves or Vitinha, or no, you maybe just move Lee central or Fabian central, one of the two, and then you play Mayulu. So you swap Mayulu for Hakimi, basically. I think the attack is fine as well.
You don't want to see Dembele Kvara?
No, I think I'd rest them. But you can bring them on 20, 25 minutes, depending on what the game looks like. But I think I would rest them. You think they should start?
I want to play the best lineup, just like we did versus Lille.
Yeah.
Maybe you can rotate 1, 2, 3 players,
Okay.
but I want them in good form, especially after all the bad. And I read Luis Enrique's press conference. He's talking like he doesn't just want to win this game like the previous Ligue 1 games, where just get the 3 points, don't lose is the objective. I think this game is we want to have a good performance. As you mentioned before, like this is Nice. This is the best team we've played in a while in the league.
Yeah.
Sitting fifth in the league. They're obviously competing for European spot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm confident in getting a good result, good performance with that lineup. I don't think that's a bad team. You know, like we obviously we know we have the strength and depth, so I don't think we necessarily we have to play the strongest team to get a convincing result. If you want to talk about building chemistry and sort of upping the performance level a bit more, then that's another conversation. But I don't think we need to play, the first choice 11 to win the game.
Yeah, for me, it's all about the rhythm and so on.
Yeah.
When you take in, we're gonna face Arsenal soon, and the recent Ligue 1 games, including the Aston Villa game, how we went. Just
Yeah.
give us something, some dopamine, something to be happy with, and so on. I was talking about the European spots. The European spots, DJ, this season look very, very tasty. Only 4 points between Marseille and Strasbourg, second and seventh place. 4 games to go.
Yo, can you hear me? Okay, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Pause.
I think Marseille should get it. I looked at their fixtures a couple of days ago. They have quite decent fixtures coming up. They already won, was it 5-1 at the weekend? Again, I think it's Montpellier.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, it should be an interesting race.
Like, who would you want to represent France in the Champions League?
I would have said Marseille because I think they have the second best squad, maybe third best if you want to argue them and Monaco. But now that I think about it, there's talks about the Zerbi potentially leaving, the Rapist leaving, and
Wait,
like
why?
because it's Marseille. Like they love to sack managers for no reason. So like because you remember was it Igor Tudor? I think he got them second or third a couple years ago, and then he got sacked out of nowhere. Just Marseille, you never know what's gonna happen, bro. So like they could realistically get second, and then boom, like half the squad leaves, and then they end up finishing last in the UCL. And it just fucks the coefficient. So you never know really.
Also, Marseille, they're very bad in the Champions League.
That
Like
is
the
true.
recent years when they have come in, I think they haven't won, like lost, I don't know, 9 games or something. They're really bad there.
Yeah, they were all right in the Europa League. Remember last season though, Aubameyang led them to second place. No, to the semis, didn't he?
Who they lose to?
They lost to Milan. I want to say no, it wasn't Milan because the Europa League final was what was the Europa League final last
Wait,
year?
last year you're talking Atalanta.
Yeah, Atlanta beat
Leverkusen?
Leverkusen. Yeah. So they would have lost to, I think, Atalanta, maybe. Yeah, because I think Leverkusen played a bad team in the semis.
Okay, no, they got knocked out versus No, not Villarreal. They went through Benfica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Atalanta. 1-1
Atalanta,
first
okay.
game, then they lost 3-0 away.
Yeah. Do you know who? Can you check who Leverkusen played in the semis? Was that Sevilla or something like that? Milan, maybe?
Let us see. Roma.
Okay. Nah, I don't remember that. Yeah. Okay.
I would like Lyon to go up, despite their problems and everything. Like,
but they're gonna lose players in the summer as well, aren't they? So like they're just gonna go in the Champions League and get fucked. Excuse my language.
Maybe they can take like a Europa League conference.
Yeah, I mean that's the issue with all the Ligue 1 teams, man. It's just so frustrating. You do well, you go into Europe, and then you lose half your squad, and now we're just going nowhere.
Yeah, like Lille are gonna lose David and Zegrova.
Yep.
Monaco,
Yeah,
probably
Kite
gonna
as
lose
well.
Akhliosh.
Yeah, Camera. Van der Sar has been linked away as well.
And then obviously Strasbourg. I mean, Strasbourg, they're owned by another club.
Yeah,
So
Strasbourg better pray they don't get Europa League because if they get qualification, if they I don't think they can play in the same competition as Chelsea, can they? Because they're owned by the
no,
same
no, no,
group.
no. They changed the rules. I mean, look
They
at
changed
Verona
it.
and City. Verona and City
Oh
in the UCL this season.
no, but they did some backdoor stuff, didn't they, to be able to
Oh,
get
what? That
around
like
the
Verona is
loophole.
owned by something else that
Yeah,
is owned by
yeah,
City.
yeah. That's what I think. That's how they worked around it. Yeah.
Marseille and Monaco can probably invest. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, Monaco should be there, obviously, 100%.
Yeah.
Monaco's, but it's interesting. I mean, Ligue 1 is just getting better and better, and I think like we have 7 good teams. Even Arcelor, Brest. I mean, they're good mid-table sides. Rennes are a bit below where they should be, but the league has grown a lot. Obviously, if you look at the coefficient, let me see. I think we're lost this year, which is not good. What the fuck is? So this season, yeah, we're the lost among the top 5 leagues.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you look at the overall points, like I wish we could see more season, maybe.
You want to see her for a period of time?
Yeah, longer than the last 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but as you can see, so France, they went from 8K to 18 to 12, 16, and now 16. So it's getting better. It's getting more consistent. Obviously, a lot of it has to do with PSG, probably. But no, they are improving. Wait, I remember you could do like a 10-year. 10 season. This is for club then. But wait, season association coefficients. Oh, this is for the 2 spots. Okay. Yeah, I think Liga is better than Bundesliga. Rodrigo, wow, that would be a good. Yeah, that's DJ. Have you seen the stuff about Vinny? You remember the report I brought up in the last pod?
With the extension.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, some other reports have come out since then. Because obviously that extension report, it was only Marca, and I got sent this report right here. This is from Mario Cortegna, like Madrid's best like reporter. Breaking: Vinicius Junior's camp strongly denies that his renewal talks are advanced, although the club says it is. They want a package salary bonus as a renewal bonus of around 30 million euros. So the dream is not over yet.
Oh, so it's not. So the report was bullshit then, basically.
I guess so.
Fair enough then. Okay, I guess you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine why they would be extending him after this season. Like we don't even know if he's in the long term plan for the club, let alone
Yeah.
the club thinking that he's worth ridiculous that amount of money, for an extension.
Interestingly, if Vinicius Junior were to leave Madrid, then Peru's #1 target to replace him would be Erling Haaland, even though he signed new contract valid until 2034. Vinicius wants a historic contract that is in the region of the highest ever at the club, which was given to CR7. This means a package for around 30 million per year, which includes salary bonuses and a renewal bonus. How much is he on now? So Vinny is making 20. Wow, he wants the Mbappe wage. But his one is obviously with bonuses, so a bit less. But yeah, he wants to be closer to Mbappe. Mbappe, man. Thank you. Why is Vinny so? I don't think this is arrogance. I think Vinny sees himself on the same level as Mbappe. Um, and wants that kind of a wage. I mean, if you go to PSG, look at the wages we had to our players, when we had the tridents and so on. 21. Yep. Look at 21, 22. Mbappe 1.3, Messi 1.2, Neymar 1. So you see all of them close together. What the fuck? Look at the wages we used to get on. So you see all of them next together, so less complaining. But yeah, Vinny and Mbappe, there's a huge gap at the moment that Vinny wants to close. I mean, we have no we have no issue of height and physicality. Like, can people stop mentioning this? With that one Tielemans, no, I don't think is good enough. Aren't you worried about Vitinha's defensive contributions lately? It seems that he gets bullied across by a bit too easily. I think that has been something we always known with playing Vitinha as a six, that he's going to have some problems, defensively. But I think sometimes there's been a lack of effort from Vitinha. He was. Yeah, plus include bonuses. Mbappe was earning basically 100 million a year. No, 200 million a year. If you add in other bonuses as well. Tosin, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Still nothing.
I don't know about injuries, but this is the lineup that they show here, and I mean, it looks like their best lineup. I think this guy Gusson has like 15 goals in the league or something. Yeah, yeah. I think Madrid will win. I'm predicting it 2-1 to Madrid, but I hope Barca win. No, no, why, why? Volka, is he? Yeah, I remember actually a mistake. I think it was last season in the cup potentially. Dembele got it from him or something, and then gave it to Fabian. I think. No, we tried to get Endrick and Estevao back in the day, but it didn't happen because of Palmeiras. And no, I don't want Endrick anymore,
Yo,
and I
what's
don't
good,
think
fellas?
Madrid wants to sell them. It was up to us.
Yo, man, a couple things have happened since we last met up. Three of the
What?
four semifinalists, you know, one of them drew. No, two of them drew, and one of them just took an emphatic L. And the Coppa d'Italia.
Wait, Inter Milan took an L.
Arsenal drew. We drew. And okay, Barca won, but they're not relevant.
Yeah, but like just for like PSG or win drew to Nantes, I think all these results are irrelevant. Like I watched the Arsenal Palace game. It was clear Arsenal
No,
won.
the Inter game is not irrelevant. The Inter game is not
Inter,
irrelevant.
okay, beaten in a semifinal 3-0 by your rivals.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
Do you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I was gonna watch the Madrid game versus Getafe, but then I saw that was on. I said, okay, I need to watch that. Obviously,
Wait, not Arsenal?
no, I wasn't watching that shit, bro.
Nigga, stop lying.
Bro, come on, man. Did you see the lineup that they put out? Come on now, that's not that's ridiculous.
We're Inter bad?
Yeah, they were ass, bro. Like Milan on counter attack just killed them. Like, and Inter have had results like this all season. You know, where the like they don't create anything attacking wise, and then they just get killed on the counter attack because
Yeah,
they have
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about Inter got a defense. They got a defense.
I think
I don't
against
want to hear
certain I think against certain opponents their defense is strong. You know, and when they're one of those teams, a bit like Atleti as well, where when the game state goes the way they want it to go, they're just almost impossible to beat. You know, but then like in certain games where they're able to get stretched, and in fact they're the ones that have to put a bit of pressure on the opponent. That's where they look a bit weaker. I think. Like
Wait,
in
who has
the
the ball?
game, what was that?
I think Inter, like Atletico DJ, they're worse when they have the ball. Like
Yeah,
when they need to have the possession.
yeah,
As you said
exactly.
with Milan counterattacks, where Milan like was it Inter pushing up, tossing it
Exactly
around
that,
and
right?
stuff.
Obviously, you're 2-0 down in a cup semi, so you're going to be pushing up. So the third goal, I think, who scored the third goal?
Jovic?
No, I think
Oh,
Jovic got
first.
the first. I think Jovic got the first and second, maybe. But
Remedios?
Reinders maybe got the third. But it doesn't matter who scored the goal. But basically, yeah, you're pushing it to try and get back in the game, and then you get hit on the counter attack. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. No, but they didn't create anything. Especially we know how bad Milan have been this season. So to not even create anything at all is kind of crazy. I'm sure Barca fans will be licking their lips at that.
I mean, Barca still got one game left. Inter also got one. They got a toughish game versus Roma in the league.
Okay, that's interesting.
I smell food, man.
I mean, my opinion hasn't changed after, for example, that Arsenal draw. But
How did
Tosin,
they play?
you
I
have
saw
to
you
say
did a
this.
watch along. How did they play? I saw you
So
did a watch along.
I think Arsenal they are a bit like Atletico and Inter Milan. They're better against better sides. They are willing to have the ball. Palace were not willing to have the ball, so they didn't like park the bus. They sat back in more of a mid block, sometimes deep mid block, and Arsenal just couldn't create chances through that. Arsenal was still the better side, but Crystal Palace very dangerous from the counter. And then you probably have seen the Saliba mistake,
Yeah.
that Mateta goal.
I mixed it up with the mistake he did against Madrid. That's how often he makes them these days. So
Now we need to press him. We need to press him. Mm. But so, for example, Chelsea, Arsenal's a bit similar to us. When they have the ball, they like to be like a three at the back shape. Timber tucking in with Saliba and Kivior, and then Lewis Skelly inverts, and then Declan Rice pushes up.
all that inversion shit, all that nonsense, they're not gonna be doing that shit when we play them.
Yeah, I don't see them having that much possession against us.
Have you guys seen the Sinners movie?
Nope.
All right. I've been seeing like hella clips of it on Twitter and shit. I think I might have to watch that later.
Mm.
What's up?
Chosen's team lost.
Going to state?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
go.
because Eamon Thompson is a fucking, you know. Let me not even speak, man.
Bro,
No.
that injury is comedic, man. Honestly, just the way he cut. Not that it's funny, but just like that's like a dumbass injury. You know, just the way it happened.
But
Wait,
yeah,
okay.
Jimmy's fine anyway. He's gonna play the next game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Get that.
That man Fred Van Fleet said to Draymond though, you better pray Jimmy's back. Like they seeing food, Houston seeing food and shit. Nah. But yeah, I think that series is probably gonna go 7. You got like y'all got the Magic though, right?
Yeah, went up 2-0 last night.
Come on. Oh, did you guys see the news that we're linked to Manu Kone?
I
Yeah,
saw
but
news denying it, but I didn't see
yeah,
the
I
initial
think
report.
Fabrizio denied it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was from Corriere dello Sport, whatever the fuck, some Italian outlet.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're interested in Corner.
Yeah, I don't like where would that report even come from? If you wanted him, you're gonna get him, last summer before you went to Roma, not this summer. Because them niggas ain't at least 70. The way Syriacos move.
It was the same thing with the Tonali stuff.
Mm.
I think like Newcastle are looking to offload him, and they just mentioned PSG. I don't know why. Really. I don't think we're.
Bro, man, there really ain't shit to talk about when you think about it. Like, it's really about these two games. If we don't get these two, I was listening to some other YouTube football channel, and they had this segment where they talked about managers with the most to lose, and the guy he said Lucho is one of them dudes. Like he's a manager with the most to lose, because to have Dortmund and Arsenal on your resume of L's is kind of a big,
That's stupid.
it's a big letdown.
That's very stupid.
I wholeheartedly agree. I said the same shit last pod. So
Mm.
all the pressure right now is on the manager. But you want to know what keeps me going is the quote Lucho had. He said that you're going to see the best version of PSG against Arsenal. I'm sure you're going to see that. And the last time he said that was before Manchester City. So,
But I don't know if you saw Tosin, because I think this is what you said last pod. You said, "Oh, would you lose to Nice if he told you you would go into the final?" They asked Lucho that, or he said it himself, and he said, "Yes, I would lose to Nice if that guaranteed me going into the Champions League final."
yeah, so would I. Yeah. You would too, right? I mean, you're on this. Oh, we got to be undefeated. Fuck that gimmick.
No,
Right
I
now, bro.
want
It's
both.
really
I want
about,
both. I'm high.
no, yeah, getting both. I agree. Getting both is the ideal. But if you had to pick either or, you would obviously go for the
Yeah.
Holy
Plus,
Grail.
I don't think like the possibility of us losing to Arsenal is as high as some other people think.
Me neither. People are saying it's a bad matchup, this and that. I
Yeah,
just
it's a
don't.
50-50 game. Arsenal's physicality in midfield. That's the most disgusting Premier League argument. Like every single game we've heard it, Tosin. Against Liverpool, physical midfield. Villa, physical midfield.
Funny thing is, Villa probably had the most physical midfield. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it didn't matter.
Arsenal's midfield is not. Yeah, Arsenal's midfield is not going to be as physical as that.
Yeah, look, for the first game, there's no party. Merino potentially is a doubt, Tosin. Arteta said that in a press conference. So I don't even know. I know it's going to be Odegaard, Rice, and someone else. But I
They'll
don't
probably
know.
put Rice at the six. If they put Rice at the six, prepare for the
Blitzkrieg.
an aggressive mid block or a very low block. That's just prepare for it. If it's Rice at the six, we're gonna have like 70-80% possession. That means they have no intention of cleanly getting the ball out against our press. They're strictly gonna play on the counter. Or what do you think?
What I think about their midfield.
Yeah.
Like
Are there
Odegaard.
any like injuries or anything? It's going to be Rice, Marino, Odegaard. So that's
Yeah, but Merino is a doubt.
what?
Jorginho is a doubt. Yeah, this just came
No,
out.
I know Jorginho's out. But
Yeah, Arteta
wait,
just came out
Marino,
and said,
Mikel Marino?
yeah.
You're kidding.
This is what he said. He said,
This is too good to be true. This is now. See this, man. Advantage Arsenal, low key. Because when you
or
lose in
actually, people say, Tosin, people say that Arteta plays these games, man. Just like
oh,
that.
okay. I hope
So
it's
maybe
wrong. Okay,
Merino
okay.
is fit. He was rested last game, and this is
I
just
hope he's fit. I hope he's because man, the lesser players they have, the more pressure on us. Because man,
Yeah,
you
but I
never
want
heard of?
pressure on us.
I agree. Well, actually, I don't agree because have you heard of the Ewing theory?
No.
The teams can improve more, like they play better, they perform better if
With
one of
less
their
pressure.
with one of their key players missing, like they actually perform better.
Ooh.
It's named after Patrick Ewing, the famous center
Yeah.
from the 90s. Yeah.
So is it like our 3-0 victory versus Madrid, Tosin? Is Neymar, Mbappe, and Cavani were missing? The team, had the point to prove.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's from that 2019-2020 season. Yeah. And we beat them with fucking Sarabia and shit, and Choupo-Moting.
So should we go in injured Dembele?
Relax, man. The only question right now, I've actually thought of it. I've knacked my brain around it. Is the front three, and yeah, I think it should be Barcola starting over Doué. I think Doué should be on the bench. which sounds crazy to say because he definitely deserves to start 100%. But I think it should be Barcola because Doué can bring a lot off the bench, especially if Dembele, his influence starts to wane. Doué is like another cartridge that you can plug in, you can put into the fucking um, video game console. You know what I'm saying? So that's that should be the move, in my opinion. Kvara has to start because if Kvara comes off the bench, he's gonna play like ass. He needs to start. So Dembo's got to start. Kvara got to start. So now it's between Barcola and Doué. Barcola, garbage form, garbage form. We can agree. I wouldn't even say garbage. Actually, no, I will say garbage form, despite the GA. Like Barcola has a very nonchalant style of play, and when it doesn't come off, when it comes off, when it actually does come off, he's elegant. He's the most elegant outlet like football. He's one of the most elegant players in the game. Like he's smooth. He's too smooth with it. He like Paul George on the basketball court. Like he's just too smooth with it when his game comes off with that nonchalant style that he has. But when it doesn't come off, he's an absolute disaster. You know, he's not even defending. You know, I actually look back at the Villa game, and PSG Dreamer was right. The reason why Barcola was taken off is because he wasn't defending. He wasn't tracking back. Kvara was tracking back. He wasn't tracking back.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's why it being. But the thing is, I'm still going to trust Barcola because we've gotten to this point with Barcola, and he has the tools to bring a lot of impact in a game like this. And bro, you already faced Arsenal the first time, so the second time coming back to the same spot, I mean, you got a point to prove, chip on your shoulder. Yep, different vibe. So I'm gonna go with Barcola. I'm gonna go with Barcola, Dembouz, Kvara, front three for Tuesday.
DJ, what would you do? What would be your front three? Because I'm thinking the same, but Doué is too good, man.
I agree. Shit comes to the worst, you bring on Doué in the 55th minute.
Yo.
Yeah, DJ,
Yeah,
what would be your front three at Arsenal?
Yeah, same as Tosin.
But Doué, man.
He can come off the bench.
All four and Doué midfield.
He can come off the bench. That's not an issue.
Well, I don't think he's deserved. I think it's disrespectful to do it to have him on the bench. Like he's performing as, I don't know, the last 10 games he's been like the best player in the world. That's how good Doué has been. I mean, Tosin, you came in a bit late, but here's the predicted lineup that's been dropped. This is the Le Parisien one. Heavy rotation. No Dembouz, no Kvara, no Vitinha, no Neves.
They tripping
But
with this bullshit.
L'Equipe one obviously came out. And this one, like, I liked it more, obviously. Dembele, Kvara, Barcola, Doué, all four attackers. Mayulu, Warren, Lucas, Pacho, Midona. I would do. I everything here works for me apart from this. I remember Warren as a 6 against Saint-Etienne. It was absolutely disgusting. Get rid of him, man. It's enough with the garbage minutes. It's enough with the sympathy minutes. Put Vitinha, Fabian, or Neves there.
Remember when Warren played 6 in that preseason match against Inter Milan? And outplayed Nicola Barella? Preseason, but still.
That was prime Warren. That was Warren when he cared. That was Warren before the money and fame. That was Warren before the girlfriend. So he's another person after that. Since then.
Yeah, for me, the 4 playing is dope. I want to see that. Doué, Barcola, Dembouz, Kvara. Remember that thing I showed you? Maybe you can show the chat like here. The breakdown of all the front lines that we've played since Kvara got transferred to the club.
Let me bring it up. Really interesting, Tosin, that you did it. So for the people that are watching, Kvara Dembele Doué, what opposition they played, how many goals, total games,
Total
average.
games, average goals per game. And the most prolific, well, granted, it's a tiny sample size, but it's the Monaco home game that we played back in early February. We scored 4 goals that game. And that's when we played Dembele, Kvara, Barcola, and Doué all together. I don't think, Vitinha played that game. I remember because I remember he scored a free kick that game. I don't remember who else played. Was it Fabian or Neves? No, I think Neves played right back. Neves played right back.
Vitinha scored free kick.
Yeah, I remember that. And I think Neves played as a right back or something that game.
Yeah, so Vitinha, Fabian, Doué midfield it was?
Doué midfield, yeah. And the second best, most prolific is actually Dembele, Doué, Barcola. They've played 4 games, 15 goals. So that's 3 3/4, so 3.75 goals per game.
How long did it take you to do all that?
Not that long, like maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, all right.
What happened to Int?
He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back.
But yeah, Dembele, Doué, Barcola is kind of underrated. A lot of goals that are scored with them. But then the most used one, I believe, is the one that we typically use is Dembele, Kvara, and Barcola. Yeah, and then with Dembele, Kvara, Barcola, six games, and I think they've scored 18 goals. So it's gonna be interesting, man.
The only thing
And
for
then
me,
Dembele,
sometimes it feels how many we score is selective. Like depending on the game and lineup and so on. But
yeah,
I think for me, Tosin, the two main stuff from from our players next season from Lucho, as by the reports you read, do it as a midfielder, and then Barcola striker. I think we have to start. That got to be the aim next season. Because then you basically have Dembele and Kvara as the wingers, as the playmakers, as the attention takers. Do it as that wild card, Tosin, and then Barcola as the top goal scorer.
I think Barcola. Yeah, he can still be that from the wing though. Like Barcola, I just don't see Barcola.
I know, but you want Kvara there, or you still want to do Dembele's false 9?
For what Lucho wants, I think Dembele is his perfect 9 for what he wants.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it remains to be seen. I actually want to see one more thing on that table. I want to see the number of away games we've played because we're going to play at the Emirates away. So Kvara, Dembele, Barcola. So 2 goals away to Villa, 3 goals away to Lyon, 1 goal away to Liverpool, and 5 away to Brest. Okay, so that's that was the league match, the 5-2 when Dembele scored a hat trick. So that's 6, 9, 11. Okay, it's close to 3. And then at the away games with Dembele, Doué, Barcola. Because, man, Dembele, Doué, Barcola is also interesting, man. It's.
Yeah, I mean, these two
Then
are.
you can.
Like Dembele and Barcola, for me, those are like the two.
Yeah.
I gotta be there.
And then Kvara, Kvara is just. Kvara was really good, and then he's just been hot. He's just been super cold these last 3 games.
So I remember Rivi sent me this also. It's about Upamecano at Bayern. Yeah, and it said that he could potentially leave Tosin, but he has a 120 million release clause at Bayern, which Musa Sissoko wants like take down.
It's a done deal. Upamecano's coming to Paris next season.
Yeah, I just need reports like PSG Upamecano. We haven't seen that yet. I mean, we've barely seen any centre back.
Yeah, but honestly, at this point of the season, like we're just so focused on Champions League that not many transfer rumors are going to come out.
True.
You know,
You think potential Campos future uncertainty as well?
not that relevant. No, Campos is still
Plus,
working.
Opa wouldn't be a Campos signing.
Yeah, and Campos is
Will
still
be-
working.
Look, who would want Opa to Lucho? Some PSG players, Sissoko? Because Campos wouldn't want him.
Wait, which player wouldn't
Opa,
Campos
Opa.
want?
Opa.
It's
Have I got
possible.
feedback?
What?
I said, have I got any feedback, like in my mic?
No, you just sound like you're in a very spacious room.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of reverb.
What's reverb?
You don't listen to R&B?
I think I do a little bit, but not that much. I think some of the stuff I listen to is like kind of R&B, but not like proper.
Yeah, what I was just meant is just like it sounds a little echoey. Like reverb just means something reverberates. So yeah, it sounds a little. Your audio quality sounds like that. That's all.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yes, David.
Man, I need Ball Dembele, man. I need Ball Dembele back, man.
Bald?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Tosin, you would like this comp right here. It's Nuno versus Saka, but the actual one.
Yeah, that's the only time you beat him in the game. That's the only time you beat him. Lost the ball where Barcola fucked it up, but
Cheeky humble.
hit the post.
Oh,
Yo, I was talking with Dreamer the other day, and we were basically discussing like what could have been if someone like Conte had come to PSG and we had played like a full-on back three system with Nuno as Kimi as wing backs.
Bro, we already did that with Gautier, man.
No, but like a proper like Gautier is not a serious manager though. Like a proper system, you know.
Conte is a terrorist, and he would not have. He would have been maybe Neymar and Mbappe, or no, Neymar and Messi.
No, he would have been and then signed a proper striker.
Remember Scamacca?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have probably signed one of them motherfuckers, bro.
I meant more so just the idea of fully unleashing Nuno Hakimi. Not like forget about the rest of the team, just like with those two as actual wing backs with less defensive responsibility.
No, but DJ, you could say that for Hakim. Hakim is basically being a right wing back this season.
Right, Nuno
Or
sacrificed a
Nuno.
bit more. Yeah.
I think Nuno DJ could become as like offensive as Hakimi if we got an actual anchor, like a defensive six that
Okay.
could drop when he goes up.
Yeah.
Or as you said, play an actual five at the back. But
Right.
I mean, Luis Enrique did that. DJ actually in his last season at Barca, I think he played like Dani Alves, Rafinha as the two fullbacks. He did that in the Remontada game. So
Yeah.
maybe something you could try in the future. I mean, Nuno
But yeah,
Mendes is basically a superstar playing as a left back. Like it is
the thing with Nuno,
Marcelo-esque.
he goes against the best every training session. He's training next to Dembele, Due, Kvaratskhelia, Barcola. He's seen the best of the best when it comes to 1v1 work. Like Saka is just, no disrespect, Saka's a little boy. Like maybe Saka might have one or two moments, and hopefully those moments don't result in goals, unless that's what the script writers want.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like Nuno is not a good matchup for Saka. He's too quick. He's quicker than Saka, just as physical as Saka. All Saka is going to be reduced to is shielding the ball with Nuno on his back, playing sideways, try to maybe create separation for a shot here and there. But that's really it. He's not going to have the beating of Nuno.
Yeah, but I know, but Nuno very aggressive, Tosin. Saka very.
No, Saka's smart. Saka's smart enough to use.
Yeah, Saka would just wait. Nuno goes in a bit like Sancho did. The only difference between Sancho and Saka
no.
Sancho get way more
tech.
Yeah, I know, but both of them Tosin because they don't have pace. It's more that they wait for the defender to make the first move and then go the other side.
Yeah, but Sancho's ass. But on that night, it was like prime Sancho again. It was Sancho of 2019, 2020, 2021 Sancho. So that Sancho made a comeback on that night. And that Sancho is an unbelievable footballer. Saka is not on that level. He's not that caliber of player. No disrespect. So yeah, it's just Sancho was just, he was in his bag that day. That's just all that was.
You don't think Saka could be in his bag?
No.
You could be proper left winger. Yeah, I mean he wasn't a left winger coming through the academy side. Then at Sporting they play five at the back, so we played as a left wing back. Then when he came to PSG, we're playing a four at the back under Poch, and he became a left back. So no, he is actually a left winger. He's like Bale, but the opposite. I think Bale probably started off as a left winger, came into the academy, started playing left back, and then became. No, I'm talking like when he was 13, maybe he was a left winger. Then he became a left back, and then became a left winger. So Nuno's like the opposite. But I also read some of Nuno recently had an interview, Tosin, and he talked about his number. So he said at Sporting he had number 5. That's his like favorite number. Yeah. He came to PSG, Marquinhos.
He added the 2. He had the 2 in front of the 5 because he can play both right back and left back. And like we need to try Nuno as a right back. He probably have insane cut-in. But that's a good. You probably read that off of Paris SG Infos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't get why like these are important interviews, and like the English speaking PSG fans never get access to these interviews, man. It's like it's really important, man.
You think PSG Report should do that? Is that where you
can make a PSG? You should make a PSG Ant report if you can.
Why don't you, Joseph?
You know what? Let's talk. We can talk later, yeah. Because it's really not about there should be like an English version of Paris SG Infos. Because I see you do like the previews for every game, and you're always on that Twitter account.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
read what Lucho says, all this shit. You should have an English speaking, account to go to for that rather than having to translate it and all that.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's why I like PSG Info's Tosin. They post every single thing. They can
Yeah.
post 10 stuff in 1 minute because all they care about is get out every single thing.
Everything PSG, just get that shit out there, which is
Everything.
important.
Was I've noticed with PSG reports, especially when I talk to them, it's more about like quality tweets, Tosin. Like, okay, this is a tweet. Like one
Oh, okay.
every
Like
hour or something.
Can't get Lee should start over them booze type. Okay. A lot of quality in that. Well, funny enough, I sent
I
you
mean,
the
Kangel is
Dembouz
better than
ball.
Dembuz now.
Yeah, sure he is. But I sent you that both pic of Dembouz, man. He needs to go to that look, man.
When was that?
We can go back to that look, man.
So right before the season started. He looks like he went to Hajj, like pilgrim in Mecca and came back.
I think that's what he actually did. Yeah.
He was there in the recent summer. Oh, that's why he's having an insane season, man.
No, this was actually last season. This was before 2024.
So before last season began, straight off Barca.
No, it was the before it was before the resumption from the break. So the Christmas break.
Okay.
Yeah, winter. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we faced Sociedad and all that shit.
Thanks so much, CJ, for the super chat, man. Appreciate it a lot. I'm with Tosin. Arsenal are trash. Robotic ass team, full of typical Prem roadrunners. Y'all need to chill with glazing on them butlers. Yo,
100%,
appreciate it,
man.
TJ, for the super chat, man. I don't know who has been glazing Arsenal here. Maybe
no, not here, but the footballing world. I think he's referring to that.
Oh,
everyone's
Cook, man.
Arsenal's nuts.
Cook. Appreciate it, TJ, for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. I remember when PG Report said that bullshit. I genuinely got mad. Yeah, no, there was a Dembouz out agenda for a while. I even remember David Tosin when he, yeah, you remember the to watch Dembele play? It was like, yeah, I knew he was capping. I knew he wanted just to offload.
Oh yeah. Nah, David's agenda is funny though because, like, because we talk in the chat from time to time, but he never pulls up here anymore. It's like, come on, G.
Yeah, like, he said like it's been, I don't know what was it. He's traveling ever since Trump became president or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just making shit up, man. Because if Gonzalo had 30 goals this season, niggas be here every week, man. You know who I love though on Twitter? Like he's like a Lucho super fan. He just be rambling though. He be making like the longest threads. I found him through you. Mazut Gokhan Selikel or whatever.
Oh, some about Luis Enrique and the bio as well.
Yeah. He kills me, bro. His tweets be killing me, bro. He's a fucking Lucho. He's a Lucho fanatic. Like Lucho can do no wrong in his eyes.
Yeah, I tried to have a little discussion with him, Tosin, and he basically told me he's like Lucho's setting up the team tactically exactly the same as in the beginning of the season. And the only difference between the beginning of the season and now is that the players are performing. So I just knew that's not someone I could talk to. And Tosin, look at this. They tried to do like some tifos, but unfortunately the club has declined our proposal design. So they won't have one in the clock end. Because they were trying to have like the biggest tifo ever. against us. La Casa de Miquel. One by one they fall. Welcome to NS. La Casa de Miquel. What the fuck is this cringe, man?
And I feel sorry for Arsenal, to be honest. They're gonna get clowned so bad on Tuesday after they lose, and it won't be their fault. You know, it won't be. It's just it'll just be like PSG are just that much better. PSG are just superior.
Yeah, and even this Tosin, Arsenal have confirmed that they're only granting 2,500 seats for PSG instead of 3,000. PSG are pushing to get it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why Arsenal? Obviously, they haven't been at this stage since what 2009 or something. Well, why are they? This is just the Champions League semi-final, Tosin. Like we feel at home here. Past 6 years, 4 times here. Arsenal just, I don't know, just they're treating it too much. Like Tosin, if Arsenal, let's say Arsenal beat us, Tosin, I think they have a 0% chance of winning the final. Why? Because they would over celebrate this one too much. Like PSG are treating Arsenal, Tosin, as an opponent needed to beat to reach the Champions League final. Arsenal is treating this game as, a historical game. Let's bring the tifo, let's bring all the fans. I think Arteta said something. Even the fans should bring shin pads and football shoes. Like we have to. They're stressed. They're pressured. I thought they would feel, very confident. They beat us 2-0, Tosin. They haven't conceded over 2 goals in, 3 seasons. They beat Madrid 5-1.
All that shit goes out the window on Tuesday. I mean, before we face Villa in the second leg, PSG hadn't conceded 3 goals since what? Like, not only the entire season, since like what, Toulouse going back to the last season?
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, we conceded 2 goals in 3 minutes. Like football just is weird that way. Everyone got to show up, man. You got the entire Madridistas behind PSG next week.
No, because they want us to beat Arsenal, and they want us to beat Barca, and they also believe we have the highest chance of beating Barca. So, like, Madrid fans are going to support us, like, heavily.
Worst case scenario, if we don't win the Champions League, you know my motto. It's anyone but Barca. Anyone but Barca.
So if Arsenal, Tosin, obliterated us,
they won't obliterate us. But if they
would support them in that final.
Versus Barcelona, yes. Yes, I would. Versus Inter Milan, no. I'd probably want Inter to win at that moment, but I still wouldn't give a fuck about the outcome. Barcelona cannot win this shit, man.
And are you forgetting the team we are? We have the most embarrassing bunch of Champions League history. We're not. I mean, Lee, that's one thing actually. Great that you brought up. That's a huge difference between me and most PSG fans. Yes, PSG, the club is always the same, obviously, and PSG, the club, is the club that's had the embarrassing defeats and so on. But I always look at the team. All right, when we had Neymar and Mbappe, that was Mbappe team. When we had Ibra, Thiago Silva, that was Ibra, Thiago Silva team. This is now the Lucho Dembouz team, if you want to call it that. And this Lucho Dembouz team is different from the previous team. Why should I? It's like I saw some videos and edits of Mats and Shaw that Patra blocked, and PSG fans were like, "Oh my god, I was going through United, Madrid, and everything." This is not the same team. My belief in this team is potentially higher than the previous teams, and I don't think we'll lose. I think we lost last season to Dortmund because, I mean, first of all, last season, it was very hard for us to win the Champions League having Mbappe. I mean, he was just stinking up the pitch every single fucking game. That we managed to go to the Champions League semifinal with Mbappe holding us back. That's a trophy in itself. But no, I don't look at all the embarrassing battle jobs we've had pre-Luis Enrique as relevant because they're not relevant. The only one that's still here is Marquinhos, maybe Donna, Hakimi Nuno as well from that Madrid game. But as long as we don't go arrogant into the game, like the players, I'm very confident we'll go to the Champions League final. So I don't know why
100%.
Why United 2019 would matter. It's Doesn't matter. I mean, Marquinhos, Tosin. I think Marquinhos, obviously, he's the only player you can be like, he could cost us, man. Champions League, away tie, semi-final, Emirates. And he shat his pants in the group stage as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he cost us. But no, I full trust in Marquis.
Steve, I'm not a Madrid. I'm just responding to Safe in the chat, like, bro, I'm not a Madrid fan, bro. I was rooting for y'all colchoneros in the fucking Champions League, man.
Yeah,
It's
and
not my fault that you guys
in the
are.
league as well.
Yeah, it's not my fault. You guys are eternal cucks for Madrid, man. It's not my fault, dude. Majestic midfielders. Damn, man. Where do you think Osimhen goes next season?
I've read reports. I think United.
That's a good move for him. I'm not even gonna lie at this point.
Yeah, that's good move. He will basically, like, Amorim would try to make him into like Gyökeres of his previous team. Create a bunch of chances for him.
No, he would cook. He'll cook at United, to be honest. I think he's like the one striker that they need, like, to legitimize them.
Yeah.
Do you mean amongst the like realistic targets, or you think out of every striker in the world?
Not every in the world, but like like you said,
okay.
The market, realistic,
I think
because I've been seeing hype for that Ipswich Town striker.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Delap. I think Jonathan David would be a better fit than Osimhen though to that team.
I disagree. I just don't. Jonathan David is not.
Jonathan David is not that good
guy.
It was not necessarily about good, but I think like stylistic fit. Like he's a unless you don't think he's a good striker. Like he's
not that guy. He's not a killer.
But do you think United? Yeah, do you think United need a goal scorer like Osimhen or like a complete 9 in David?
Well, David's
don't even call David a complete 9. Respect.
No, I'm just saying profilistically, like Tosin, he's someone that can do a lot of stuff, but not the best at finishing. Whereas Osimhen, he can do some stuff here, but the majority big thing about him is his finishing.
Like I think.
But you think they need that more than Osimhen? I think they need a banksman.
Okay, well, I suppose in what sense is Osimhen a bagsman, but David's not a bagsman? Like David's a decent enough finisher. Like
David's just a penalty merchant, man.
But that's a bagsman though, isn't it? Like even beyond just like how good a player David is, like my point is just more about the fit.
That's being a bagsman.
I think also like if you have someone like guys like Garnacho, Ahmad, I don't know what's gonna happen with Rashford, but like I think the plan they want to get Cunha as well. I think someone like David might fit into that group a little bit better than Osimhen, you know.
Why do you say so? Why do you say that?
Because of stylistically. I think Osimhen he can play in a 2, can play as the lone striker, he can hold up plays good, can make runs in behind, the link up play is there, you know, retains the ball very well. You know, I think just an all round play. Like I think I have like more of a bias probably to players like David rather than like the Osimhen type, you know, the sort of like outlet kind of striker, I guess. Because I'd rather.
The problem is David is not this like super complete, you know, forward prototype that you're gonna take him over in Osimhen. It's just there's just no world where that's.
I mean, what is Osimhen like? Osimhen's not some wild beater though, is he?
Osimhen's at the very least. Osimhen is a physical freak.
Damn.
Like David ain't that, you know.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But like you're talking about Osimhen like he's like Haaland, like he's a level below that, you know. Like he's not he might be a physical freak, but he's not getting you like 35 goals a season, something like 35 plus goals a season like a Haaland, you know. Where it's like, oh, that's a monster. Like he's big, he's black, he's fast. but he's not Haaland. Like, well, you're laughing, but it's
don't
true.
think you don't think he's better than David
I think he's better than David, yeah.
as a
But I think
I
footballer?
think
I'd rather
Osimhen
have David on.
Osimhen isn't that far off Holland,
Like
honestly.
he's quite far off Haaland. Like
No,
availability and
in terms of accomplishments, yes, but in terms of
in
player for
terms of
player, I don't
no,
see
in
it.
terms of football ability, Haaland to me is much better than Osimhen as well.
I don't think so. No,
Like I think Haaland has better movement, better hold up play. I think he's stronger than Osimhen. Like
better movement. I mean, both.
I
It's
think
like a
Haaland's movement
wash.
is
It's
better
like
than
a
Osimhen.
wash. You know, it's
I
like
really don't think. Like you look at some of the goals Haaland scores, like the tap ins he gets into. There's a reason why he scores more goals than Osimhen as well. You know, like his penalty stats, his sort of total
Wait,
stats over the
who?
course of the season. Haaland.
Yeah, I mean, no, Tushan Haaland is like a step above, no?
Yeah.
no,
Like
he's
if you
better.
want to call,
He's
if you want to call
discernibly better,
Osimhen,
but it's not. It's not some like. It's
yeah,
not. It's a
Osimhen is
discussion. It's still a
like a poor
discussion
man's
though.
Haaland. If you want to make that comparison, then fine. Yeah.
No, a poor man's Holland is a Benjamin Sesko.
Benjamin. Okay, yeah, I think that's also good. No, but I don't really feel. I don't really feel like Sesko is. I feel like Sesko is more of someone who you want to play in like a 2 than like a lone 9. Because I feel like Sesko, he actually wants to drop in deep and carry
Yeah,
the
Sesko. The issue with Sesko is that he
ball.
can't really do the lone 9 shit. You know,
Right,
like
right. Like
really holding up
he
the
wants to.
ball
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
team and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Sesko is really
he's
someone who
got
wants to carry the ball a bit more, dribble, run at people, interchange.
yeah.
He's not doing the
The thing
work
with
of the
Sesko is
proper 9.
his upside is crazy. His upside is
Definitely, for sure.
great. Like if he gets it right, yo, he's
Yeah, I
gonna
just
be
hope
a
he goes to the
monster.
right club as well. You know, a club that's
That's who I wanted over fucking Gonzalo, man. Like that's the only fuck up low key that Campos made. Like if you're gonna get a center forward, you got to get someone that like projects to be one of the best of the best. You
I
know,
don't think we
not
could have gotten Sesko after the nonsense with like a TK though.
yeah, but
Like
I mean we spent
back to back.
65 million on Gonzalo, bro.
No, but like I'm saying, like back to back, like developmental, very raw strikers. I don't think we could have done that.
But look at what Gonzalo's numbers are actually not even bad. Like he's underperforming his XG in the league,
Yeah.
but he's still what 6. Like Cisco could have come in and done the same shit.
Well, I mean, we don't know that.
Could have
Like
come in and
coming
done
off the
this.
bench,
No, what do you mean you don't know, bro? I
coming
guarantee
off the
you,
bench
you would have
is a
come
very
in and
hard
done the
thing to
same
do.
shit, man.
Coming
You
off the
would have
bench is
come
a
in and
very
done
hard
the
thing to do.
same
Also,
shit.
like Sesko has started regularly for Leipzig. He wouldn't have been doing that at PSG though. That's another part of it. Like he's playing every week for. Like that's what Ekitike. We've literally seen it with Ekitike, bro. He looked like a guy he didn't know how to play football at PSG. He gone to Frankfurt and now everyone's talking about him as a 60 mil plus striker. Like that just shows you for a young striker you need game time. You can't be sitting on the bench every week, you know, being coached by an idiot.
Um, I reacted previously to this list, and I wanted to see your guys' thoughts. So ESPN, I remember we reacted to their like top 30 player since 90s. They've made a new list. Best under 21 players in the world. You guys ready?
Oh yeah, I saw this earlier today.
Oh, you've seen one.
Yeah.
So Minte 39. Okay. Okay. Nico Paz 38. Endrick 37. Archie Gray 36. Gusto 35. Cuenda 34. Nwaneri 33. Gittins 32. Silva 31. Skelly 30. Rico Lewis 29. Dean Huysen 28. Garnacho 27. Diamonde 26. Due 25. You guys agree, disagree?
He should, yeah, obviously he should be much higher. The whole list is just terrible, bro. Like it's like, remember the list we saw at the start of the season? What was it? Under 19s, I think.
Did we?
Do you know the one that I think it was Laurence, Julian Laurence. I think
Oh,
it was
he
his
made
best.
one. Okay. No, I don't remember. Tosin, what do you think? 25th. Is he the 25th best under 21 player?
Yo, I'm actually getting ready to. I'm about to go drive home. But what was your question?
Yeah. Do you think
I'll join
Due?
back on the car.
Okay. Do you think Due is the best, 25th best under 21 player in the world?
Be serious, man. That's not what kind of question is that? He's obviously. You know who made this list? Julian Laurent, bro. You know he's a cuck.
No, they said like he was part of them, but they said some other name. Tor Christian Carlson. Yo, I have a question for the chat. If you guys have any video IDs you guys would like to see for the upcoming PSG and Arsenal, it's not that I don't have IDs. I have, but I would like to know, guys, if there's any kind of content you would like to see ahead of the PSG Arsenal game. I've already uploaded the combined 11. My early thoughts. I'm obviously gonna have a preview for the game. Gonna have some Champions League predictions, looking into all the upcoming 4 games. It's 2 games only. First legs. I'm probably gonna do tag. What the fuck happened? And so on.
Yo,
Yo, DJ.
yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, safe. I'm gonna have a podcaster Ligue who reached out to me, so we're gonna have it on, I think, Monday. I'm thinking about 2 stuff. Either it's gonna be the pre-match podcast starts earlier. The first hour is with him, and then from that on we just continue. Or I have it separate. So I have the League Gunner, I finish that off, and then I start the pre-match podcast. It's one of the two. No. Yeah, no, Yamal was number 1.
Mo, have you seen the show on Netflix? You
Hmm?
have you seen the show on Netflix? You. It's called You.
No.
Okay. All right. You said you're gonna have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you're gonna be chatting to Lee, innit?
Yeah.
All right. It should be fun. I asked him if he's changed his stance on Arteta a little bit and the whole.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of the preliminary things I've thought in my head as
Okay.
preparation.
All right. Calm. Yeah.
So asking about, has that changed?
Yeah.
Is this enough to like
Restore faith and all that.
give him another season?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, he's been Arteta out before Arteta became the manager, DJ.
Yep.
So I don't even know if it's about that. Like, even if Arteta wins a Prem, would that change it? Would maybe be, oh, this is a great ending of Arteta?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, David. Season 5. I'm 3 episodes. I can't speak. I'm 3 episodes into season 5. I'm enjoying it a lot more than season 4. Season 4 was terrible. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. If anyone in the chat has watched it, tell me if you guys like season 4 because I feel like a lot more people liked it compared to me. Maybe it's because it was in the UK. That's why I didn't like it.
Oh, League Gunner said no Champions League. Arteta out. Okay, so wait. So what that means, DJ, is
Yeah.
he's gone down or like gone up with Arteta. So it's like now it's he's not
50-50.
out for the moment,
Right.
but depending on how the season ends. Okay.
Yeah. Did he ever say like what it was that he had against Arteta, or was it just he didn't believe in the project in general?
I don't even remember. Like DJ, we had the show on his YouTube channel last time.
Yeah, and this was back in
Uh,
like September, wasn't it? A long time ago.
yeah, and majority of the pod we didn't even discuss the upcoming game. We basically discussed like his thoughts. I was asking him a lot of questions about his Arsenal stance and so on, Arteta.
Yeah.
But from this, the Arteta stuff, I think I saw a video of it, DJ. This was when I think you had Ljungberg or Emery was sacked, and they were talking about bringing
Yeah. So
Arteta,
obviously,
and he was already
1920.
against it
Okay.
because. But I think now more about the how can I say the high expectations. Like he feels you should have won the league last season, probably or last season, and he also doesn't like that Arteta basically rage quits the domestic cups, DJ, because it's
Okay.
like if you're gonna rage quit, you gotta win the league. If you finish big Nick,
She just said big Nick. Mo, you were cutting out for a second then. Yeah. No, but keep going. You're
yeah,
fine.
so
You're fine now.
yeah, so it's about the domestic trophies as well, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I don't think it's like Mikel was outright opted to just throw away the cups. You know, I think maybe 22, 23 he did, but like I remember last year, I think it got to the FA Cup. No, the League Cup semis against Liverpool. Lost that. I think Liverpool won the second leg at Emirates. Obviously this year League Cup semis again lost to no. Was it League Cup? Yeah, I think the League Cup semis lost to Newcastle. Obviously won the FA Cup in his first season. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I've seen Arsenal fans like the ones that are against him and his opinions. Yeah. The thing is, as you guys have to understand, probably since the last one I had, I'm not gonna be going on myself and looking for collaboration. If anyone wants to, I'm nice. I can have a collaboration with people. For example, you know Eagle DJ, the Arsenal fan.
No,
Eagle,
I don't think so. No.
you must have seen him. This dude.
No, I don't know who that is. I don't really follow too many Arsenal. Like,
You haven't seen his famous combined 11?
no, show me. Maybe I've seen
So
it,
he
but
made
I really don't know who that is.
so he made the like a combined 11 maybe 1 year ago, Arsenal Madrid, and it like blew up. I've seen it always every time.
Okay,
But I'm gonna
let's see
have
it.
one with him, I think, on his channel,
Okay.
and then obviously Lee Gunner on my channel, and then also a fan cam with Lee Gunner because he likes fan cams. So basically, after the game, so what I will do, DJ, I will start the post match podcast with you guys. So
Yeah.
if we say you're the first one to come in, DJ, I'll be like, all right, DJ, you gotta take care of this now. And then I go to his pod. It's what was it, 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna be with him.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
All right then.
so after the game.
Yeah.
So yeah. Eagle is on other extreme. Has an agenda against them boost. No, I remember when we talked. I think when we the combined 11, I think we had Asensio, Trossard, maybe Saka. Like he had Season 4 was that?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm glad you agree with me. Wait, is that our David or that's a different David?
No, different David.
Okay, all right. I love how I said, "Oh, David." Like they're not just both PSG fans.
No, I think this guy's a Barca fan.
Oh, okay, so that's not our David then. Yeah.
Eagle wants Arteta and doesn't condemn enough. Okay, I mean the thing for me, Insomniac, is the opinions of Lee Gunner or Eagle of Arsenal aren't that important because it's mostly the opinions about the game. For me, the interesting thing is what are their opinions about PSG, because I don't want to be like a Hussam 2.0 where it feels like I'm talking to someone who's just underrating PSG.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What show were you guys talking about?
No, DJ was talking about a show called You on Netflix.
Oh man, I think I know that show. That's a woman show, bro. Come on.
I was a woman show.
It's either a woman show or like an incel show.
Oh my god, bro! Nah, you're trying shit, man. Like fuck, like Emily in Paris. That's a woman show. But like you has like murder and shit like that in it. That's not necessarily women.
Yeah. It is a woman show. It's got the guy from Gossip Girl on it. It's a woman show.
Bro, it's not a woman show, man. Like there's there's so much stuff about you that's like men would enjoy as well. Like, it's just a good thriller.
What
Is it a thriller
do
or is
men
it
enjoy?
like just like the drama? You know, like oh, is he gonna get caught? You know, killing people stuff like that.
Men love drama now. That's okay.
You don't think men enjoy like drama TV shows? Big up my boy. Wait, bring that chat back up, man. Bring that chat back up. Ah, okay. I signed him on FM a couple years ago. Kickstarted my Leverkusen manager save.
And
I hope he doesn't, just for the sake of it.
yeah, and Nima, like for me, combined 11s, it's just a fun thing to do because people always back their team when it comes to combined 11s. For me, the issue wasn't combined 11. It was more like the second episode. I remember like the Anfield stuff. That's not just him. It was all the Liverpool fans. As soon as I talk with the Liverpool fan about the game, they're like, "It's Anfield. Give up." I'm like, "Where have you gotten this? Have Anfield not lost a game? Have Liverpool not lost a game at Anfield since 2017 or something for you to bring this up?" So it was more about that. I didn't even care about the combined 11. What?
When was this? Which combined 11? Was this a Liverpool combined 11 or Arsenal?
No, this is the episode I had with Hussam. We did Liverpool PSG. I think.
Oh, okay.
He said he put Hakimi as a left back because he felt Trent was better, but he felt Hakimi was better than Nuno. He probably had Dembele in attack. Maybe one PSG midfielder. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yo, Love is Blind, psych. That's the show, man. Love is Blind.
Yeah, that's a women's show.
It's a good show.
I think the concept is okay, but I don't really find like from what I've seen, a couple of episodes I've seen, I don't know. It just feels like you don't see enough of like what's actually happening between, you know, like the people trying to get to know each other. You know.
But are you one of them Love Island cats?
I
I
used
know
to
the
be,
UK
but like recently,
UK
I haven't really been watching that much recently.
UK Twitter love that shit, man.
They do, yeah. Especially like when it was actually good. Like nowadays, it's pretty shit. DJ, who's your favorite Wonder Kid? So I haven't played FM for that long, but let me actually think. So favorite Wonder Kid I ever signed? That's a good question. Are we calling Ekitike is not a Wonder Kid, is he? So because I've only ever actually played like FM. Like I played 23, 24. Obviously, we didn't get a 25 this year. So 23 didn't. I had like a couple of saves, but I didn't really put that much focus into it. And then with 24, I've got my Gladbach save, which is I think I'm in my 7th season. So I signed Hugo Ekitike from PSG on loan, and then bought him on a permanent. So I'd say him, but he's not. He's obviously not one. I also signed Sven Nipan. I think is he Norwegian attacking midfielder that Villa won, but he's just a squad player. He doesn't really play too much.
Wait, Villa got him?
No, it's apparently they've agreed personal terms, but nothing's confirmed yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I think honestly, like,
but
no, go on.
no, go.
I was kidding. I might end up maybe selling him, but like a buyback or a sell-on clause because he's not really developing the way I'd want. And I have better players in my 10. Because I play 3-4-2-1, so obviously one of the 10 spots. I have better players in those positions already. Yeah, what were you gonna say more?
No, I was just gonna tell Torsten about that Vinicius stuff that we read. That he isn't. He's far away from extending Madrid.
Wait, what?
So his Vinicius agent came out. Breaking Vinicius Junior's camp strongly denies that his renewal talks are advanced, although the club says it is. They want to package salary bonuses and renewal bonus for around 30 million euros.
To a renewal
Basically,
bonus.
Mbappe's wage.
Oof. Man wants a renewal bonus, man. You about to milk him dry, Vinny. Do what you do, G. Yeah, man. I don't know how Madrid. How do Madrid get better with the biggest tactical headache of all time and Kylian Mbappe?
Let's see. I mean, they're already first season Tosin, and it's really bad. It's really bad. It's probably gonna get better. I don't think next season can be worse than this season. But I can already know they're not winning the UCL.
If that Klopp to Madrid thing is real, that's a better signing than the Alonso link.
Why?
Because Klopp's football it just really translates to Europe, Champions League ball.
Okay, yeah, true. The thing is, from what I've read, Tosin, all of the Klopp reports were fake. I think his agent came out and said it's fake.
Oh, okay. I mean, his agent isn't gonna corroborate, He'll just end up denying.
Yeah. Yeah, because the report said that he's not, like, he feels underwhelmed with their job at Red Bull and so on, which he obviously denied and all of that.
Klopp should he should go to Paris FC.
Yeah, in a few years, yeah, I could see him go there. The only thing, Tosin, I think he is, his next job will be the national team, Tosin. Because he has a release clause in his Red Bull contract that if the Germany job is available and offered to him, he can leave for free.
Yeah. Honestly, bro, all these managers that go the national team route, I mean, I guess maybe Flick is the exception, but typically when you take that national team job, you low-key washed. Like Mourinho's about to take the one with Portugal. Mourinho about to take the one with Portugal.
Yeah, I saw that. That was huge, man. That could be huge. I don't think maybe Mourinho is the best manager to send for this young, vibrant Portuguese squad. But I mean, it's Mourinho. it's Mourinho.
Yeah, Mourinho will just play the old heads, and he won't bench Cristiano either.
I mean, if he can somehow get better stuff out of Ronaldo, better stuff of other players, then we won't complain about. I like this. Obviously, Mourinho Tosin, he's coming towards the end of his career. Just end it on a good note. I mean, the 2026 World Cup Tosin might be one of the greatest tournaments of all time now. The narratives going into that tournament.
Yeah,
Messi's lost, Ronaldo's lost, Neymar's lost.
It's crazy. Even the old heads don't want to let go. Like you said, like Messi, Ronaldo.
I think Modric wants to be there too.
Modric will definitely play. He will definitely.
He's going to be the first World Cup Tosin with like double the teams. It's going to be 4-8, I think, instead of 24 as well. In America,
it's going to be the first World Cup with like 10 different 40-year-olds. Hella unks. It's gonna be like the unction. That's gonna be the World Cup.
The Spain team looks good. The Germany team looks good. The England team looks good. The France team looks good. Brazil, if they get Carlo Ancelotti, they could become very good. Argentina, very very excited for this World Cup. I was 32. Okay, thank you. Yeah, he did, but I think both of them can put it to the side now. Uncup. I also saw this from Squawka. So this is big chances created in open play. Europe top 5 leagues. You got Olise number 1, Due number 2, Yamal number 3, Cherki number 4, Barcola number 5, De Bruyne number 6, Rafinha number 7, Kangili number 8, Llewellyn number 9, and Saka number 10.
Interesting.
I don't think there's a team with more creators than us.
No, I don't think so.
Like we just
No.
Due's gonna own all these stats next season once he plays in midfield.
He's gonna be a cheat code next season. Because basically Due is a midfielder, Tosin. You remember that his Stade de Rennes comp versus Milan? That's basically what we're gonna see.
Psych. Dembouz is in the list of not big chances created, but chances created from open play. He's on that one, but not at the big chances one.
Yeah, Dembele usually is at the end of these chances. He's not that big of a playmaker like last season. Yeah, here's Due. Right here, Due. It's just that progressiveness. Like Due is quick. He's not extremely rapid, but when you put him in midfield, you become even quicker. With the physicality that he has, the ball retention, the quick feet. So in this game, I think he starts off the left and then goes inside. Like this is where you want Due in a counter attack. Dembele, Barcola on the wings. Well, what's the Ekrem? What's he called, Tosin? A PSG fan? Not Ekrem. Dude, with Arabic letters in his name.
Like Foot Passion or whatever.
Yes. I think he uploaded a clip of that Due thing. Actually, he always talks about Due and Barcola as a duo, as a combination.
Yeah, it's he really wants that Nuno Due Barcola left side combination to come to life. Barcola and Due do have good chemistry though.
They do. What's your honest opinion about how Dembele plays overall? Absolutely fantastic.
What's honest opinion about how Dembele plays overall? He could do a lot more, but what he's done is he's ironed out the the complexities in his game to play simple. Um, Johan Cruyff always has the quote that like football is a simple game, but the toughest thing to do is to play simple, right? So yeah, Dembele just he ironed out a bunch of things in his game to play a simple game. So yeah, in terms of my honest opinion, I mean I would prefer the creative winger slash attacking midfielder Dembus, but um, this other new version that he's transforming to is also a nice, pleasant sight to see. He's like the big brother on the team, and he has just a bunch of playmakers playmaking for him, which is pretty fun to watch. And then when he wants to do his thing, he can branch out and do his thing as well. So he's basically like head honcho. It's great to see.
DJ, what's your thoughts on Xabi? Which of his system will he integrate to Madrid, and do you think he'll be successful? I can see you're a fan, by the way. You mentioned the 3-4-2-1.
Uh, um. Oh god. Okay. Um. How will he integrate his system at Madrid? That's a good question. I think it's tough to answer because I don't know what the Madrid team is going to look like next season. I don't know what players obviously they're going to buy, what players are going to stay. Assuming certain key guys stay, so like Rudiger, Jude, Valverde, the Turtle, Rodrigo, um, and then assuming Trent comes because that seems very likely. I think they'll. So like Rudiger left centre back, like he played at Chelsea. You bring in a centre back because you're going to need more depth to play a three. I think maybe Alaba then probably stays because he can also play maybe CCB, left centre back, left back. Trent, I think Trent could be interesting. Like does he play wing back? Does he play maybe a more sort of central, like deeper build up role? How do they use him? Um, and then also does what's his name? Alonso, does he want maybe a proper striker and then you play Mbappe as like a left cam, sort of, more of a playmaking kind of role with Rodrigo as the right cam. Um, and then they'd probably need a left back as well, wouldn't they? And then also the question is, what do you do in midfield? Like, do you play Jude Valverde double pivot? How does that look? How does that work? So, like, honestly, I think like Alonso would be the best coach they could get this summer, but actually there might be other coaches that would make more sense based on the personnel they have. Like if they could sort of try and get someone like Gasperini from Atlanta, maybe like he might be able to coach a 43 better than
There's no
Alonso.
way. There's no way. Gasperini is super aggressive. He presses man to man across the whole pitch. There's no way Madrid will do what Gasperini wants.
What do you mean? Like they won't play the way he wants them to play?
Yeah, no. Atalanta play a very man-oriented pressing system
Yeah.
where everyone has to run and work super hard. Like Madrid will never
I
acquiesce
mean,
to such a
bro, how are you
system.
going to be a successful team if you can't run? Like, if you want to, this football, you have to run, bro. And if you can't run, then you need to leave. You can't be playing for Real Madrid if you're not going to run.
I mean, they won the last Champions League running lesser than all the other teams. So that's the point. That's
And
kind of
we've
what Madrid
seen
do.
we've seen how this season's gone, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, you cut out for a sec.
uh,
Oh, he's gone again. Like I understand what you're saying. Like they maybe don't have the players to play an aggressive pressing system, but you need to have some sort of press. Like, okay, maybe you dial the press back a little bit. You sit in more of a mid block, but you need to be able to press somewhat. You need to be able to work as a cohesive unit. I think. Like, I don't think there's any manager in football that can succeed having a team that's unable to press. Honestly, like. Arda Valverde will be on the move.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
How much did Madrid press last season?
Where do you check that? What, like football maybe, or data?
I mean, you can
No,
look
no.
up the PPDA stat.
Yeah, PPD. That's good. That's
The,
good.
Yeah.
the only issue with that on data and Beatles, and I can't go back last season. Maybe if I had the paid version, but on the free version, you can only look at the current season. So I can't look at them in last season. Oh, yeah, I can't find them last season.
Wait, Arda and Valverde double pivot? That's wild.
That's madness right there. That is madness.
That's
No,
super
but I
wild.
remember in the beginning of the season when we're looking at Madrid, I said Güler is their best player to play as a six.
Maybe that might be like the new wave.
Yeah, playing basically a small central midfielder as a six.
Yeah, having your most technically secure player playing the six.
But can't get these six as well.
Yeah.
I mean, PSG and Barca are doing it, the two best teams in the world. Even Inter Milan, they have a Mkhitaryan, Barella,
Çalhanoğlu
midfield. There's no physicality, no aerial threat.
I respect
box
Çalhanoğlu.
presence.
Çalhanoğlu and Barella are dogs, bro. Come on, show some respect.
What do you mean?
They're dogs. Like they are very physical. They work without ball.
No, I know.
they do,
I'm
they
just
do.
saying they're not the 6'5" Declan Rice that the Prem people always like. When they think of physicality, they always think of someone huge.
Yeah, no, it's not about the size, it's about how you use it. Like, honestly, you look at Barella is a dog. Like he's
you a wild boy, bro.
How? It's true, bro. You don't need to
know
be.
What you said. It's not about how big. What you saying?
Barella is a small player, but he probably like he does as much work as like two men. Like yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is a very surprising stat I've seen. Pedri has won the most grand duels in Europe's top 5 leagues this season.
Really? That's a surprise with how much they have the ball when you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
So I think a lot of it has to do with he's played the most games. I wouldn't expect him to have the highest per 90.
Right,
But he's played a lot of games.
Cam Ward, first overall pick.
As you said, it's not how big you are.
Yeah.
It's about how big the dog inside of you is.
Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it, I think. Oh shit! There's a trade.
Trade?
Shit! The Jaguars traded up to number 2 overall pick. I think they're taking Shador Sanders. Oh my god!
What's this, NFL?
Oh yeah, NFL. And then this is huge. Oh man, I wish I was an NFL fans here, bro. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh shit! Woo-hoo-hoo. This is big. This is big. All right, I need to get on Twitter. Open this up.
Yo, Tucson, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
God damn. Come on.
Tucson, we can't hear you. If you're talking. What the boost video? And DJ, you have some interest to Leverkusen, right?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, this guy next season, have an eye out on him. Now that the deal is done.
Ibrahim Maza. Where does he play? Oh,
He
number
used
10.
to play Hertha Berlin. Yeah, he's a number 10.
Okay.
Certified baller.
You know about him.
Yeah, he's Algerian.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look out for him. So maybe like a potential Verts replacement then in the future.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
he's probably been the best player he's been playing in Bundesliga too, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah.
he's still very young, but yeah, he should cook, man. He should cook.
Okay. All right.
Yo, Tosin, I'm seeing your thing move. Fuck. City and buying for Florian Wirtz. I don't know. I've read some stuff that his family wants him to stay until the World Cup or something. Then it was the Euros and stuff. So I don't really know. I don't really know where he goes. But the best one would obviously be a replacement for De Bruyne. Yeah, but Insomnia basically how they're playing for Germany as well. Like Musiala off the left and Verts more as a 10. Yeah, exactly, safe.
Yo, testing.
Yo, we can hear
Yeah,
you
you're
now.
good.
Yo, what happened with the Jaguars? I heard DJ faintly talk about the Jaguars.
Yeah, they traded up to number 2 overall pick, bro. They're gonna get what's his name? Travis. This
Oh,
is
you
a
said
massive-
Shador. I was like, that doesn't make no sense because they
Yeah.
already have
Trevor.
the long hair.
Yeah, this is
that loser.
This is. I genuinely think this might change the division outlook for this season, bro. Like,
So who's the number one pick?
Cam Ward. He went to Tennessee.
Damn, man, Shador might not get picked.
No, he'll get picked. I think Pittsburgh probably takes him at 2 in the 21, but I think he should get picked in the first round. I think no chance he slides out the first round. I can't believe it. Like initial reaction, and I'm sure I'm boring the viewers right now, bro. But I need to talk to someone about this. Like I'm really surprised Cleveland traded out the second pick. Like I like the trade for them, but I'm just so surprised they actually went and did it.
I mean, they want a quarterback. There's no quarterback that moves them, to be honest.
I agree with that, yeah.
And they don't really need an edge rusher. I mean, I would have tried to maybe take Abdul Carter to play next to Myles Garrett, but
yeah. I think at 5 now, you know what? If I'm being honest, bro, if I'm Cleveland, I'm trading down again because I think anyone you can get at 5, you can get. No, what I'm saying is you can get a really good player at 5. I think you can get a really good player at 10. You know, like if you want offensive line, there's gonna be you can take Will Campbell might still be there at 10. Membu might still be there at 10. You know, like if you want corner, Johnson, the other guy might be there in the team.
Yeah,
Like, I think I
I
would
don't
trade
know.
down
I don't.
again.
Yeah, I don't know any of these niggas. I just know like the 2 QB prospects and Abdul Carter.
Yeah, like, but real shit though. Like at this point, you've already like you don't want to go halfway. You know, like you're already in. You can't go halfway in.
It'd be dope if like Ligue 1 or like the Premier League like had a draft or something. Like how many number 1 picks have played for PSG?
Like 10, probably.
Yeah, like
Neymar,
Nate
Mbappe.
would easily be a number 1 pick.
Yeah,
Mbappe.
Zlatan. Is Thiago Silva a number 1 pick? Or
No,
like,
I don't think so. Zlatan would not be a number 1 pick.
you don't
No.
think so? Too
I
like
don't think so. No.
controversial.
Like you got to look at them as prospects. Like Zlatan's a very good prospect.
Oh, you're looking at his prospect. Okay, yeah,
yeah. Like he's a good prospect, but he's not like number 1 pick prospect kind of prospect. Nate easily a number 1 pick. No defender can really be a number 1 pick. Goalkeepers maybe.
Gigio maybe as a prospect. We're looking at prospects.
Nah, no way. Maybe Neuer though. Peak Neuer. Yeah, fuck, man. My boss just allowed me to work from home tomorrow. Yes, sir.
So you can watch the game?
Yep. Man, I better not see no fucking second team starting tomorrow.
Yeah, no. I'm reading by Luis Enrique's press conference, Tosin, it doesn't seem like that.
Yeah, it's a big game, man. It's Nice. Like they're what, 5th?
5th, yep.
Yeah, we need
Fighting
a big
for European spot.
Yeah. Are you doing the Copa del Rey final?
Maybe.
Oh shit, okay, so you're not fully sure yet.
Yeah, why? You want to be part of it?
Yeah, sure. If Phil comes, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know if Phil dares to do that, man.
Nah, if Phil comes, I'll definitely join. I'll be full on my you might not recognize. I'm gonna be full madridista. I might start cheering on Redacted. You know. Because look, if Barca lose, only one team from that point has a chance to the treble, and it's the great Paris Saint-Germain.
No, I would like that final. Treble v treble, Tosin.
Nah, get off their dick, man. You know, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little wary of the Coupe de France final against Stade de Reims or whatever, because they're good at parking the bus. They've taken 2 points off of us this season, just like Nantes have, and they know how to. They have weapons on the other side, like them boys Nakamura and Ito. They can cook up,
Yeah, but I hope they make it into a competitive final. But come on. No. We're definitely winning that. Especially 1 week ahead of the Champions League final. Yeah.
No, Barca. Yeah, man. Barca need to lose, man. They gotta lose. Yo, DJ, you there? Oh, he's probably doing something. Yeah, bro. Just tell me when Shador gets picked.
Okay, so Giants are picking at 3. I don't think they're gonna take him, but if they do, I'll let you. Oh, okay. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'll let you. Yeah, Giants picked Blue Carter. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought maybe there was a chance they trade him. Obviously, that hasn't happened. So, I think
Is it just me, or is this connection cooked, DJs?
Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good. You're good now. Yeah.
No, it's not you. It's I don't know what's up with my laptop. Like this is the second headset I bought in the past like week, and I don't know why, but it keeps so disconnected and whatnot. Like I have to position the plug, you know, in a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, KJ selling you them shits, maybe.
Oh my god. Yeah. I think there's a sneaky chance New England takes Genty at 4. I really think so. Or Ted McMillan.
Bro, this is a UK nigga so invested in NFL shit. Y'all hear this shit?
Bro.
This shit crazy, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this. You mentioning
Bro,
Genty
and
and shit.
NFL got me
Isn't that
hooked,
like
man.
that's like the boys? Is that the Boise State running back or something?
Yeah,
Like
that's
how
what.
you
Yeah.
know? How you know that nigga?
No,
Like,
but
this is
that's because
crazy.
like I watch like a lot of them like the American sports talk shows, like
Oh, okay,
First Take and that.
okay. Oh, you be
Yeah,
watching Shannon Sharp and shit.
yeah. I think that's what got me into NFL more than anything else. Because like, you know, how, like on those shows they have like basketball topics and they have NFL, bit baseball, this and
Yeah.
that. Like, it got to a point where I was like, I was turning off the show when they were talking about NFL because I didn't know anything about NFL. Then I just so the year Tom went to Tampa. This was obviously back in 2020. That was actually
Yeah.
my first season, like really watching.
Really
You know?
getting into the shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, no, it's cool when you get into a new sport. I feel like
For
for
sure.
casuals though, like if you're a football fan, like football, if you're a football fan, like the easiest sport to get into after that is maybe basketball.
Yeah. I think basketball is a real casual sport. Like it's so easy to get into.
Yeah. I am not shitting, Raheem. Yo, that's probably DJ. How do you not fall asleep after consuming 3 hours worth of ads? Yeah, man, it's insane. These NFL games be like 4 hours and 30 minutes long. But then it's like if you truncate, it's all truncated into like maybe 30 minutes to an hour of actual football being played. It's a little bit much. I used to play football in high school, man. I was a defensive back. Wasn't great, to be honest. Got concussed in practice, so yeah, it's just not. Especially when you live in a football state, man. Like it's everything. Tosin, thoughts on Shannon Sharp tricking? Yeah, man, it's unfortunate, SSB. It's unfortunate, man. You know, a man close to his 60th birthday, hitting up OnlyFans models at 19. I mean, she probably has a pimp Because if Shannon Sharp is rich enough to offer you $10 million, $10 million as hush money, and you don't even accept $10 million as hush money, that's another level, man. Like, these OF models are very rich if they're, foregoing $10 million worth of hush money. But yeah, I mean, Shannon Sharp, that's the end of his career. She probably has a pimp. I think she has a pimp. She probably has someone who's extorting her, and now she's extorting him.
Where did you see the stuff about the 10 mil hush money? I haven't seen anything about that.
She was offered 10 million, apparently, on one of the reports I read. 10 million, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And apparently there's a sex tape out. It kind of reminds me of the Cristiano shit, because I read some of the texts, and one of the texts from her reads like, you put it in my butt or something. I told you should have wore a condom, but you put it in my butt when I didn't want you to put it. It kind of reminds me of the Cristiano shit, That's how I feel like Cristiano got, He invited that girl up to his room in Vegas. She was probably down to smash, but Cristiano, instead of just going, he went for an alternative hole rather than the traditional one, It's unfortunate, man. So yeah, I mean, I feel like as a man, why does that intrigue you? Going for the butt. Like, why do you like the butt so much that you gotta, like, as a man, I think it's a sin. I think it's sodomy. I just think it's, as a man, you shouldn't be so sinful that you want to go in someone's butt. You might be gay. You're probably gay, low key. Oh shit. My bad. I think I'm going too far. But yeah, Shannon is just an embarrassment, man. He's an embarrassment.
Anything more to say?
I think that's it, man.
Prediction
I think
for
we've
tomorrow?
covered. I think we've covered everything.
Expectations, thoughts for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we've covered everything. In terms of predictions, I'm gonna say a light 2-1 win. What you saying?
No, 4-1. I need something this game.
Just like the Lille game?
Just like, that's the perfect game, man. Did that right before Liverpool. Got to do that again, man.
Did that right before Liverpool and lost?
No, it performed excellently.
I mean, we still lost, but I hear you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going with. That's what I've been reading, the Luis Enrique thingy. I think it will be the best lineup, Tosin, with like 2 rotations. So maybe Vitinha, Ruiz, or Neves, one of them gets rested, or 2 of them. Nuno didn't start last game, so I would start Nuno. No, wait, Nuno started last game. We didn't really do that much.
Bro, the starters for the match need to start tomorrow. Period.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna do like 2. I looked at that little lineup. There were 2 players that were rested, I think.
You know who he's probably gonna favor to start? He'll probably favor like Kangin Lee to start or something. He just loves playing Lee, man. He loves giving Lee tick.
This is where he had rested Pacho, and he rested Vitinha. They do in midfield.
Was this the Lille game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Doué scored. Yeah, the Hakimi, Doué, Dembele right side was going crazy this game.
You're asking about predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1.
3-1. All right, in between.
Yeah. Yeah, Tosin. So Will Campbell, do you know who that is? The tackle.
No
I'll let
idea.
you.
No,
All
no.
right, cool.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
so he
said
went
when
to New England
Shador,
last
when
quarter.
Shador gets, I don't care about these other niggas,
All
man.
right.
Due Dumbbell, yeah, man. If Due balls out tomorrow, do you consider, like, if you could bench one midfielder for Due to start, is it
Fabian.
Fabian?
I mean, it's Fabian based on Neves and Vitinho are better, and like that's his role. Do is the offensive eight. Fabian is playing the offensive eight.
I hear you. The thing is, Fabian kind of like he kind of zones back on his offensive eight like duties to like be more of a distributor in the game.
Yeah, and then like Nuno pushes up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't like Kvara and Dembele's game last time. I hope both of them start again with that performance behind them. Yeah, as strong as a
Exactly.
lineup as possible.
They gotta build momentum. I agree.
Yeah, they need that. I mean, I've seen some people toast and they were like thoughts on Dembele last 5 games. He's obviously not scored for 5 games. But then I went and checked his last 5 games, and it's not bad. It's actually good. You have the Dunkirk masterclass. You have Angers. I mean, he came on. It was a dead game. 2 good games versus Villa, assist in both. And then this one was terrible. So it's just the standard of Dembele is so high at the moment that this is seen as a drop down period for Dembele.
Honestly, man, like the last game wasn't that terrible. It was just I don't even know how to describe it. It was just nothingness. Like he didn't really push himself physically in that game.
Exactly. I mean, he still contributed to our only goal, but I have a high standard of Osman Dembele. But I think Tosin is not. I don't want to excuse it, but this game is completely irrelevant. This Nice game is slightly irrelevant as well. But
Yeah.
something.
The thing with Nantes is what it's an away game and it's like Nico Palois in the defense. That nigga be folding his
five at the back.
Yeah, he be folding his shorts up, ready to kick the shit out of like something. Like, bro, yeah, you don't really want to play against that.
I mean,
Sharp.
look, if Dembele is gonna be arrested, I have no issue going Shadow starting, bro. But no, Dembele shouldn't be arrested. Yeah, no, we should play best attack in this game.
I agree. Has to be the best attack.
We got 2-1 prediction, a 3-1, and a 4-1. Let's get this, man.
Yes, sir.
Will you be here? You want to be here for the watch along tomorrow?
Sure. I'll pull up. Why not?
And DJ, sometimes I see your DMs, but I see them like after the stream. Because now you could tell me, or you could tell it tomorrow before the game if you want to be there too, DJ. So I remember you've said sometime you would like to be on the watch along. I think we had one like group watch along the Toulouse game. It's just unfortunate that was probably the worst game of the season.
Yeah, that game was ass. I remember that game.
It was disgusting, man. It was disgusting.
Like Phil joined. That was like 4 of us. It was me, you, Phil. No, it was 5. Yeah. It was me, you, Phil, DJ, and Logan. I swear Logan was in that game. I think so.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was I remember me, you, Slime, Montpellier last season. That 6-2.
That was a vibe. That game was a vibe. Because Kang and Vitinha looked like prime Chaviesta that game.
And then Bobs with that cheeky hat trick.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, Vitinha and Kang were on another level that game.
And then as soon as that game ends, I mean, we're going to talk on the post-match about the game, but then it's full on Arsenal.
Bro, are you doing Arsenal content? Are you finding an Arsenal content creator?
I'm
work
gonna have a
with
pod
him.
with Lee Gunner
Oh, okay,
again,
okay,
and
okay.
then do you know Eagle Arsenal fan?
No idea who that is. No.
Him. Have you seen him?
Maybe. No,
He's
honestly,
done
his name.
a he's done a Madrid Arsenal combined 11 that got really famous.
Oh, what was it? What was it? It was all Madrid players or something, or what?
No, he put like a lot of Arsenal players, and this was like a year
Oh,
ago,
okay.
not
Oh,
for this
so he's
upcoming game.
okay. So he's a homer. Well, like Lee Gunner, he's like he's one of those like Arsenal fans that hates Arteta. It just hates the institution in general, but wants them
I
to
don't
do
know.
good. But he just hates the institution.
Yeah, I don't know enough about him, but it seems they are like different contrasts. So it'll be interesting talking to both of them. Yeah, those are the two ones.
Oh, okay. Nah, that's gonna be much better content than the one you did with the like Liverpool fans. They live in a bubble. The thing with Arsenal fans is they do make more of a point to like know football outside of their echo chamber,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's more about the person chosen, like who I'm talking to. So yeah, no, I hope it will be good. I hope I get to see the Arsenal view, how they think PSG would beat, how they could see PSG beat them, and so on. So
Oh shit! I'm
Yep.
looking at the chat. So Fonko says Eagle is a clown. He said none of our players will make the Arsenal team. Yo, you about to you about to beat the Hussam, the the Arsenal Hussam version, the Arsenal version of Hussam.
yeah, I hope not, man. I hope not.
No, but honestly, bro, and when you're like getting like attitude from a different, like you should just come with the same energy, bro. That's all you
No,
gotta do.
because that's you going down to them. I don't do that, Tosin. Neither in real life or here. Because Tosin, think about it. If this was in real life, I'm talking to someone, and he has absolutely no clue what he's talking about, just filled with arrogance. I would just step away. I'll be like, yeah, you have a great day. It's just here because this is like a job. People are watching and everything. You gotta stay there, stay professional. But like in real life, I would have just ended the conversation. I don't waste my time on arrogant people like that. So that's
Yeah.
what if I had the option, I would have done. But no, I don't go down, start screaming and say no, this and that. No, I don't do that. But yeah, no, I hope it's gonna be enjoyable, man.
That's fine. I'm one of those fight fire with fire type dudes, you know.
No, yeah, and I have nothing against that. I'm just the opposite. I don't go into a battle, Tosin. I don't feel like I have to go into.
I hear you, but
So
like, you know, if you're going into a battle and a dude's got a gun and you just got a sword, you know, like you gotta scramble for that gun, you know?
no, but that's the thing, Tosin. I don't see these as battles. I think a lot of these football channels they've made these fan v fan into debates. I want it to be a conversation. I want it to be me expressing my opinion, him expressing his opinion from different perspectives, gelling them together, and me getting his perspective, him getting my perspective. I want it to be more of a discussion. I don't want it to be a debate. I've also been invited, Tosin, to be on the what's it called? Football Terrace, if you know what that is.
I think I've never watched their shit, but I know of them, yeah.
Yeah, so he actually wanted me today, like exactly when I woke up, because he was missing one of his guests. I couldn't make it, but then he told me for Monday, so I guess it's gonna be like PSG Arsenal preview. So yeah, those are three big Premier League channels, one Premier League, two Arsenal channels. I just hope it's gonna be professional, serious, and I can walk away with be like, oh, I learned that. Oh, I didn't know that. Instead of be like, oh my god, this was a waste of my time, man.
Damn, man, you're too serious, man.
What do you mean?
Not like you said, you know, you just want a conversation. You don't want a mano a mano, and that's I agree. Like I get it.
Yeah,
But like, you know, you still want traces of that though within the conversation.
not at all. I mean, for me, Tosin, the mano v mano I've only done it on this channel, Tosin, with other people. So first of all, it's about like knowing a person, Tosin. I can have an enraged debate with someone that I know rather than someone I don't know. And second of all, it's about PSG. For example, when me and DJ, Tosin, when it's me, you versus DJ and Junior on Marquinhos, that I can do. It's on about PSG, and I know that DJ and Junior watch all the games, so there's no arrogance or ignorance. That's just their opinion versus my opinion. And second of all, I know these people, so it's more about that as well. But yeah, that's
I'll be
about
looking. Yeah. All right. I'm about to head out. But yeah, man, I'll look forward to that content you'll be dropping.
Yeah.
These coming days.
Perfect. Tosin, man. Well then,
Take care, man.
take care, Tosin. Peace out, bro. Yeah, people. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this pre-match podcast. Obviously, not that much to talk about, but we're getting into that period of the season. OGC DJ's joined back. Where you're lagging, DJ? Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, DJ.
Take care, bro.
I couldn't hear anything. You lagged a lot.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna head off here.
All right, DJ.
Alright,
By
cool.
the way, do you want to be part of the watch along tomorrow? 'Cause sometimes you tell me like on DMs, it just I don't check them.
No, I won't be on there. I won't be on. I'll just watch it normally, you know.
Okay, but next time, DJ, because like if you want to, if you
Yeah.
could just tell me that earlier,
Before, okay.
because I don't
yeah,
check like during the get it live and so on.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no
my
worries,
bad.
no worries. All right, man.
All right then, DJ.
Yeah, bye.
All right then, bro. Take care.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Raheem. You too, man. Fabian, Verts, 100%. I was also live stream 2 days ago. I don't know what channel it is, but Eagle said something about Kva. Icon stamps in Martinelli shoes. Fuck, man. Huge dub, man. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Just push back. No, it's like if I'm talking to someone and he's like, oh my God, PG's ass. I'll be like, okay. Are you sure? I would just go away. Even with my friends, if I'm having a conversation with them and I see there's no intelligence back, there's no logic back, I'll be like, okay, fuck it. Fuck it. You can. That's your opinion. I'll have my opinion. I don't like to have a debate with someone that doesn't know anything. When we suck. All right, then. That's been it from Boy PSG. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this stream. We'll be live tomorrow with the live watch along tomorrow for Paris Saint-Germain versus Nice. So hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this live watch along. And as usual, allez.